Best Damn Sports Podcast, period. 806. 806. 806. Catching the vibe. 806. I love a night. 806. 806. 806. 806. Shout out G. 806. 806.
We're now in the mix with DJ Wolfka.
Hey, man, you already know what it is. Your boy Melly Melon. This is the Best Day in Sports Podcast, period. This is 806 The Show. We got a fantastic show for y'all today. As always, I'm joined by my co-host, REG. And the rapidly dropping Sanchez. Apparently his seat has a little malfunction, so if you see him dropping in height throughout the episode, don't be alarmed. Do not adjust your TV. It is his chair. And our special guest will be fighting. What was the date here, Matt?
March 23rd.
March 23rd. Matt, the Mantis Doherty. Welcome back to the show.
Yeah, right.
Thank you for the introduction.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's my honestly, anytime I have fighters on, I love doing that shit.
Yeah.
I actually hit up.
World class right there.
Who'd I hit up? Oh yeah, Juan's here too. I hit up because we have a fighting episode. We figured we'd ask our MMA correspondent to join. So make some noise for Juan, everybody.
Let's go.
Right, back what I was saying. So I remember I hit up Kyrie Todd. I was like, yo, if you guys need like a voice person, like, let me know. He's like, yo, you serious? I was like, nah, bro, I'm just joking. I ain't ready for that.
He almost plugged you in right away.
You should do it.
No, for sure you should do it.
Why not,
That'd be dope.
Huh?
Yeah, just add it to the resume of things.
That's a great add on.
P2P commentator,
Go ahead, go through the resume. Go ahead, we got time.
Be dope.
host of a sports podcast.
That's right.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
Salem State sports newspaper.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Thank you, Roddy.
Yeah. Think about it.
It's tough. You went back. You went back to college.
So what else? Sports.
Any other accolades I don't want to be.
You got honor roll that one time in 8th grade. I remember. They put it on the fridge. Yellow belt. Huh?
I did get a yellow belt.
Let's not forget.
So don't fuck
Not the
with
only
me.
assassin. of
Don't fuck with me.
Me and Sanchez
Are you wearing it right now, though?
I am.
Yes.
right now.
Imagine I wear it everywhere I go.
Pulls the shirt up.
Go to the club with the yellow belt.
Yeah.
I always got
He's
it
not
on me.
lying.
I always got it on me. So I was gonna start with a little a UFC recap, but we kind of just walked into a exciting ass fight. And
Breaking news.
Highlight
As
reel.
y'all fans know,
Just ended.
I didn't know that was going on, but these four gentlemen clearly knew what was going on. So, Josh, since you gave the biggest reaction to what happened, you want to tell the fans what happened?
As we waited for everybody to get ready, we put on the fight. Francis Ngannou versus Anthony Joshua. And boy, oh boy, that is not how I expected it to go. No. But it's exactly how it should have.
As you see, we started the show on time, which means it's a very short fight.
Right.
I thought it might have went to 3 rounds, but I think it only went to 2.
It only went
It only lasted 2 rounds.
rounds.
2 rounds, yeah. 3 knockdowns, and the last one went night Francis.
Night.
It's one of those like you expect like how the MMA fighter going into straight boxing to go. Where
That's how it should go.
A fish out of
Yeah.
water, but like boy, that's so.
I know, right?
You know what it is because you got the whole Tyson Fury fight, so you're like, oh, this might go
Yeah,
another
yeah.
way. He's got some experience now, but then at the same time, people were like, wait, now we've seen Francis box, so now we got film to study. So
Yeah.
found those openings.
You found
Boy.
Joshua is more of a serious fighter too than Tyson Fury. Less pitter patter.
Yeah, for sure.
He comes in with that power.
let's take
Oh yeah, he came in for
Yeah.
straight business.
Yeah.
Let's
get this man out of here.
He wasn't ready to play with.
Then he
rounds,
Joshua came in like he had shit to do tonight. Like I gotta wrap this
He's got
up.
one more right after this. You know what I mean?
He clocked in and clocked out. He walked literally after he blocked out. He just walked over to unwrapping his
Wasn't even
glove.
excited. No excitement to him.
Nah.
Give me my bag. I'm
Went
out.
with his plan.
This was a Tuesday
Executed.
shift for him, bro. This is a Tuesday.
Not even excited. He has to come back to work
Probably
tomorrow.
spar is more serious than this
That
fight was.
tough, man. But honestly, like what you said before, we want to see these MMA guys that are out of their comfort zone
Yeah.
get taught a lesson.
I mean, dude, you know, sometimes they do well, sometimes they don't. It seems like, you know, maybe bare knuckle is the way to go. I don't know.
Hey, don't forget though, I was still fighting MMA when I fought the gloves in 2012.
Hey, see, there
and
we
I
go.
won them. So
Yeah, well, I'm
I
telling
mean,
you.
Well, man,
there's levels to it though.
We also know you're also crazy, so that's a little. That's a
I'm a
little
fighter.
There we go.
fight anyway.
But nah.
Mortal Kombat tournament.
Yeah.
Match I
Whatever it may be,
represented.
I'm
Put him in the
game, dude.
kumite. He's out.
Nah, but yeah, being that I got a lot of friends in MMA and boxing, there's a lot of MMA fighters who can throw hands, and they could go in and beat some boxers. But when you're talking a higher class, or you know, elite versus elite in their own sports, they've been doing it for years. I mean, there's levels.
Oh, for sure. I
And
mean,
you should start.
I mean, you like grow up in that sport versus like Francis, who like kind of came into MMA in general,
Right.
kind of
At,
late
like,
in his
27.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like there, like you're saying, there's for sure
Yeah,
levels to that
and you
game.
train a strict way. But yeah, I know MMA fighters that could go in and beat boxers, but that doesn't mean that they go in and beat elite boxers. You
Oh,
know
for
what I
sure.
mean?
Yeah.
So
Michael Jordan went being the best basketball player in the world and went to play baseball. Did all right, but
he wasn't no go.
no, he wasn't.
No.
Nah,
No.
he was something.
The main thing that I took away from this exact fight is that every time we watch a fight like this, it's always a spectacle. It's always a show. Let's go the distance, or at least 4 or 5 rounds before something real
Right.
happens.
Yeah.
And they want that. Anthony Joshua got 50 mil and said, I'm going to clock in and clock out. And
I don't think anybody let him know they're supposed to be entertaining.
No,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
this is going to be entertaining in himself. So
This knockout's
To
gonna
be
be
fair, the
entertaining.
entire night or day or afternoon, because that shit was like 9 hours long. Let's be honest. Like he was ready to go home.
He was-
Like,
yeah.
How
Bro,
long
I'm
do you think
done.
he was just sitting in that back room, just like, come on, like let me go out there? Like,
Hands wrapped, ready to go.
I'd be so
Yeah,
annoyed.
no show.
I mean, I figured they show up a little late, but like that's insane.
Francis
it was
lives
crazy.
there the whole time, so I feel like he lives in the fucking arena.
Yeah, you're not wrong. too.
Right? Yeah, true.
Bro, he got folded.
You know,
He went to sleep.
you don't go here. You don't have too far to go to bed. Then
Yeah, it didn't take long to read it.
This is how I expect boxers jumping into the cage. This is how I expect that to go.
Yeah.
So I love to see
maybe
it
not
the other
as
way.
long.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
tapped out in 30 seconds.
Yeah, kicked in the head, elbowed. Yeah,
Slam once, oh, you're done.
yeah. It's a different.
He can
game.
do that. Yes, he can.
Leg kicks to a
Yeah.
person who only does boxing.
There's been a few that have done like I guess okay. Like what is her name? Clarissa Shields. She's in like the PFL, I believe, right now.
Oh, yeah, right,
She's doing
right.
all right. She's doing okay. Not you know what I mean.
She hasn't taken a challenge.
No, that's the
yet.
only thing for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
But she's doing her thing, I guess.
Okay, get your
Yeah.
experience in.
I mean, you have a
That's a
solid
list, you know?
element in your game, but so you you already have a base on something. So
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like the takedown is like the thing you
Huge.
got to fear the most.
that's
like
it.
for
Yeah,
sure. Like
A
you
bo-
Even leg kicks, though.
don't even know
Yeah.
what a takedown looks
Yeah,
like.
yeah,
You
yeah.
start,
You have to-
oh yeah,
yeah.
the leg kicks.
Literally switch up your stance so you don't get fucking.
Your mind. You're like,
Mangled.
you're just not even
Just
expecting
think about
someone
it,
to
like
attack
if you
your
like
legs.
got in a bar fight and you're, not to say whatever, but some of us have gotten into some altercations here and
Allegedly.
there, allegedly to our lives.
Allegedly.
What if that motherfucker started like kicking you? You'd just be thrown off because I've never had nobody throw kicks at
my
me.
legs.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? You'd be like, oh
Yeah.
shit, all right.
Chop wood with that leg kick.
That's one of the first things I think of if it's ever happened in the street. Yeah.
Yeah,
going
you
for
go for
leg
the
kicks?
legs immediately.
Right away.
Yeah.
Either the leg or I throw up a head kick.
Oh God.
Yeah.
It's like once that's thrown, it's like,
Big
Yeah.
elbows go for the high.
You don't.
That's it.
The problem is you don't even have to
Question mark
connect.
Yeah.
If he throws a legit leg kick where like he knows what he's
Whips
doing.
right by the head.
That completely changes like everything. Like
the
you know
confidence
what?
is out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me buy you a
How
drink
mad
real
were you
quick.
before that? Because
Oh, he knows to do something.
Oh, this motherfucker is trained. You know what? Let me buy you a drink, sir. I don't know why I'm tripping. I don't know why I'm
We
tripping.
teammates here.
We're supposed to be in this together.
This is the brotherhood. It's the brotherhood.
With that leg
This is
kick
what we
that
do.
just freezes it up.
Yep.
It's just like you
Yeah.
stuck.
Sounds like a shotgun when you get hit. God, oh,
So
shit.
if you've watched our 806 videos, we did have our first ever uneducated take featuring Juan and our co-host here, REG, where they did discuss
What'd he do?
299, UFC 299, and just letting y'all know it's a pretty easy pattern. They're just gonna be.
I got the
maybe-
parlays in already, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, Josh will be joining some of those shows too, and we might switch it up too.
Let's
but
do it.
they're gonna be previewing every pay-per-view UFC going on forward. But Josh wasn't there,
Oh, it's not.
so let's
nice.
give a little background first. A little recap of 298. Right.
299, right?
Are we going back to 298 or we're going to talk about 299 that's happening tomorrow?
We're gonna go.
Both of
Both.
them. 298. Volkanovski, man. I'm still upset.
Yeah, I feel
I'm
that.
still upset. The fan favorite, everybody hates when the fan favorite goes down,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Volkanovski,
right.
I mean, listen, Ilya is bro, that dude, you got to give it to
He
him.
looks sharp.
He did.
He's
He did.
got sharp
That was
striking, yeah.
calculated. That
Up
was
and down
absolutely
on the
calculated.
body, the head, yeah.
Oh, man.
It was.
That's the dude from Spain, right?
Yeah, he's from Spain.
I say that every
But
time.
the thing is that it's confusing because
The
he's,
name
like I
that's
said,
like-
he's from like Spain, represents Spain, but he's Georgian and he's born in Germany, so he's got a couple different, but he represents
Yeah.
like Spain.
Your passport's crazy.
Yeah, I know,
right.
for sure. I honestly thought that fight was going to be a lot more wrestle heavy. I'm gonna be honest with you. Even though like Volkanovski had like shown pretty good defense and like
Yeah,
pretty good
right.
grappling against Islam, I thought that was going to be for sure a little bit more. But yeah, like you said,
Yeah,
he
it
was
was a
very
stand-up
precise.
battle, and he was precise, yeah.
Took him apart.
Striking's
man.
clean.
What do you think? Like, do you think he came? Volk came back too early from the head kick?
Yeah, oh
Yeah,
yeah, I
for
think
sure.
he came back way too early, yeah.
I feel like he should have taken a year off.
Yeah, at least
A
like
year
8
off. How
months.
hard did he
year.
get kicked in his head?
He got knocked out. He got knocked out. Like he went to sleep. Here's my thing: when it comes to like that high level of performance and like you are just defending consistently, you are fighting consistently because he was one of the most active champions. Same thing with Izzy. I feel like for those guys, like you've done it. Take a break. I'm not saying retire,
true.
but just you know what I mean.
You
Let the
always
body.
saw hard with them on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was a big knockout.
Yeah,
It was
like,
a lot.
he was out.
Could have taken more time.
Apparently, I was getting updates just now from my group chat. Same thing with Francis. He's been out for a little bit now too. So he's
Oh, he
back
was-
up, but he was
Yeah,
out for a
yeah,
little
He
bit.
was up when you walked in.
Yeah.
It took a while.
Damn. Our boy. But yeah, that one was that one I would say was like the biggest one from the card would be that one. Robert Whitaker's back. That's a
Yeah,
big one.
yeah,
Let's
right.
go. You know what I
called it.
mean?
That was a night. That was a fun fight to
That
watch.
was a great fight. I mean,
Costa was throwing some stuff up quick.
I'm back on the Costa wagon. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie. Like
yeah.
he lost me a little
That's
bit.
the Brazilian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He lost
I remember from last
I was like, I'm not gonna sleep on my phone when I'm watching, but I be watching.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, he like for a while, like I feel like he kept like pulling out of fights a little bit. Obviously, other injuries and stuff or whatever it may be.
Yeah, I'll be watching UFC like the girlfriend who got dragged to a basketball game.
Yeah, for sure. Yo, for sure.
What's going on? I'm just there to support my partner. That's how I be watching UFC. Oh, a fight. Oh, it's a knockout. That's great. That's
Oh,
great.
cool, yeah.
I've never heard so many damn that's crazy. It's coming from nothing in my life. Like, meanwhile, I'm screaming at the TV. Like, makes no sense.
Yeah. Damn, huh?
I just want to be part of the boys, man. I don't want to be left out.
As long
I
as
would-
you're watching.
I would say
Sounds
like
good.
as much as the Volk fight like definitely took me back because I was just like, oh,
Yeah,
Volk got knocked
yeah,
out.
he-
I would say the Whitaker
I,
fight.
I
fight
thought
of
he
the night.
looked a little nervous the
Yeah.
day before.
Yeah.
Leading up Volk.
Oh,
Yeah, I
What do you
thought
think?
his eyes might have like told like a little bit of like
yeah, sometimes you can see it.
not so much fear, but maybe
Doubt.
like too much. Yeah, little doubt. Maybe
It only
nerves.
takes a little bit to creep in to kind of fuck
Yeah.
up your whole mindset.
I always
Yeah.
wonder when it comes to that because they show you like the weigh-ins and they show you like the pre-fight, like the post
Yeah,
press
yeah.
conference and that kind of stuff. It's always like interesting to kind of figure it out. Like, how do they look? Are they nervous?
Yeah, the
Are they not
energy.
Yeah,
nervous?
right.
Yeah.
Like Izzy, like when he lost the last time, his energy was so different. Like
Yep.
coming into the fight,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was just like, what's up with this
Yeah,
guy? Like,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
not
There's
It might
a
not
new
just be
energy.
it might just be mental fatigue where you're just fighting and just.
Well, that's what I'm saying. A lot of fighters, at least at like the top, they'll fight once, maybe twice a year. But then like you have like the champions, even they usually fight like once a year. Izzy 3 times a year, 4 times a year. He's like, put me in. I don't
Yeah,
care.
yeah.
Like,
he
I
was
want to
always
be in
ready.
there.
He was in
a lot.
shape.
It's a
Yeah,
lot.
but when you get hurt like that, yeah, you need the time.
You for sure need
When
to
you're at that high
Volk,
level,
though, well, Volk, he's come from rugby, so I feel like his mindset's not the same. Like, oh, let me sit back. Like, nah, fuck it. I go in, play hard, keep going.
Yeah.
He also did have that like moment after I want to say it was the first Islam loss. I think it was the first one or maybe the second one where he was saying like he felt the need to take that fight because he was going insane at home, like not in camp, not with a fight. Like he said, I was
Yeah.
doing my head in is what he
Ever heard
kept
of
saying.
Netflix,
you
bro?
start feeling guilty.
No, he just
Ain't got no Netflix?
It's a thing with a competitor, man.
Not
Like, I
when
don't know.
you're
That last
you're
Airbender is
gladiator.
quite a show, man. That was
Now
watched that
you
this
start
week.
feeling as a fighter, you start feeling guilty sitting around too long. You know, you're inactive. And you're feeling good. It's not like after time his head's not still hurting, so he's like, all right, like time to get back.
Yeah.
But realistically, you're inside.
Do you feel like the motivation is different for like not having a camp versus or like not having a fight plan versus like I just got to stay in shape? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, way different. That's what I was doing
I feel like
for
you have
the
like
first
a goal.
like
then.
while, and then once that fight hit, like your eyes change, everything changes. Like you can like see it, you can feel it.
Yeah.
People around you can start to feel that energy. Yeah.
'Cause there's
Big
like
time.
there's like some fighters that are known for like the short notice fighters that they'll be like just on a call's notice. they'll
Yeah,
pull up.
right.
And those are guys that I feel like stay in shape all the time. But I'm like,
Yeah.
what is the motivation for those guys versus the ones that are like, I gotta wait until a fight gets announced and then let me wait, get in camp, and let me set up the schedule to then start. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess the best answer for that would be like top guys. Everybody's usually ready. Top guys can deny those last minute fights. They're already in the game, whether you're talking boxing or MMA.
Mm-hmm.
But people that stay in shape, working out, they get that last minute call. They accept it because that's their opening. They might not get another shot at that, so they have to stay ready, and they can't say no.
That makes sense.
You know, they
yeah.
call them, hey, we had a dropout. You're on that list, that roster that we were looking at. Do you want this fight? You say no, you might not get another call.
Not wrong.
You got to get in there.
UFC 298, Marab beat Henry Cejudo. That was only like 2 weeks ago. He just weighed in as the backup for the championship fight tomorrow. So like you
No
say,
shit,
like
yeah.
he's just ready to go.
You gotta
again.
be ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, you never know. If somebody backs out, they're injured. The weight cut went bad. Whatever it may be. He's like, I'm in there.
Yeah,
Let
that's
me
your
get my
shot. That's your shot.
Do you think the way the fight goes dictates if you're ready to jump in right away? Like, let's say if I knock you out in the first round, it's like, all right, I'm still amped. I'm ready to fight whoever it is. But someone like
Might have won
Volk,
5 rounds or something like that.
Or
Yeah, wear and tear on the body.
it's like you
Yeah.
need that gap
Yeah.
between it. But the mindset of like, nah, I did all this work. I gotta
Yeah.
keep going.
If you don't take much damage, you could definitely get back
Oh,
in
yeah,
there a
that's
lot
true.
sooner than before. Yeah.
Like Anthony Joshua probably wants to
He can fight tonight
right now.
again.
He's like,
Yeah.
he's like, okay, set up the next camp. We're trying to get it.
yeah,
Who's
exactly.
next? Tyson Fury.
Right.
Get in the ring.
Ain't one of the Paul brothers available? What's the other one doing?
You're doing wrestling, right?
I don't fucking know. I have
Yo,
no idea.
yeah, it depends how much damage you take for sure. Yeah, quick fights. Of course, you could have a quick turnaround. You have a decision that goes, with a war, bloody face. Take time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
All right.
gather your thoughts.
$2.99. I know these guys beautifully broke it down in their video. If you haven't watched that, please go ahead and watch that, even if it's already past the pay-per-view.
Check it out.
Let's, check these guys to see if they got their predictions right. But quick preview, Josh, you can jump in because you weren't there for the episode, and also Matt can jump in. You want to give us a slate here, Juan?
All right, bet I got you. So UFC 299 coming tomorrow, which I guess
Mañana.
would be. Hey, when is the date? I don't even know.
Today's
what
the
day it
8th.
is. The 9th. There we go. March
right
9th.
there, yeah.
I don't know what day. It's
All right. By the time you watch this, the fight would already be done.
Anyway, so I'm going to go through the card real quick just to kind of, I'm not going to say which and which. I'm just going to label it out. So first and foremost, we got Petr Yan versus Song Yadong, which, by the way, Blonde Song, I got money on him. Anyway, we got Gilbert Durinho Burns versus,
glad I knew the
again,
people.
JDM. I can't. Jack Della Maddalena. I can't say it fast.
It's why I can't keep track. These names are
Yeah,
crazy.
go ahead. Jack Della Maddalena. Go.
Jack Della Maddalena.
Oh, yeah, I feel like you messed up that one.
Miss at least half that last name.
Somewhere in there.
Jack Della
I'll be honest.
I give him a JDM. He gets a smooth JDM
Yeah,
from me.
yeah,
I
I
can't
just
do all
went right
that.
to the last
It's not a
name, dude.
difficult name. It's just when you say it quick, it's like
Yeah.
Then we got Kevin Holland versus Michael Venom Page. That one I'm excited for.
yeah.
And then we got Dustin the Diamond Poirier versus Benoit Saint Denis, the God of War. The God of
Jesus Christ.
We got Sugar Sean O'Malley versus Marlon Chito Vera. Listen, this card for me stacked. This is better to
Stacked.
me than 300. Me personally,
The
300
whole
is-
card through.
through
The whole
even the
card through.
prelims
Yeah,
too.
right.
I went straight to the movie. I'm like, what?
It's better than the movie.
Better than the movie.
300 beat a whole army of Persians.
Leonidas and everything, bro.
They definitely lost.
Taking it all, dude.
But yeah, so we broke it down. I feel like this is going to be a dope card. I feel like for me personally, looking at this is going to be a battle test of like the young versus the new, in both the sense of age as well as like where you are in the rankings. Because like a lot of these guys are like breaking through, and a lot of these guys are at the point of their breaking point
Yeah, right.
of like whether or not they're going to stay in the top 5
Yep.
or even the top 10 or title contention, I guess you could
Dustin.
say.
Yeah,
for
good way to
sure.
put that. Yeah.
Dustin Poirier, for him, like to take known as a legend. He's fought
Yeah,
the best
right.
of the best, and for him to take a guy that's ranked number 11 in Benoit Saint-Denis for no reason, and this guy's just a killer.
He's
and
a
for Dustin-
literal murderer.
He's
Right,
French
yeah,
special forces. He is an
Yeah.
operative, man. He was out there in the
Everything's been wild.
trenches.
The Black Ops.
But for him, he's just like you were talking about earlier, just being a fighter, just like needing that like challenge.
Yeah,
like for him,
right,
that's what it is.
exactly,
He's
yeah.
like, listen, I've done some crazy stuff, but for me, like at this point, I need
to
the
fight.
challenge. I just
Yeah,
need to go
yeah.
right
What
back
is it
into
to him, really?
Yeah, so for me, I get why he's doing it. So like, I don't like the idea, but
Isn't
honestly,
isn't it like high risk, low reward? Like, what is the reward of winning this fight?
I'm that dude.
Pride.
Yeah,
That's literally
Yeah.
it. His last fight was
Can't
against
argue
Justin
that.
Gaethje, where he fought for the BMF title. Like
That's a real title.
That's a real
That's
title.
a real title,
When it first came out,
I don't know how to
Yeah, motherfucker.
I'm gonna say it's a real title. I feel
I
like
see
for
it
the,
as like the hardcore champion.
It's
that's what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
kinda
hardcore
Like the
champion.
hardcore match, like
The people's champ.
Yeah,
kind
Yeah,
of deal,
yes,
like,
exactly
I'm
what
a
it
bad
is.
dude, yeah.
The ones that
Do
everybody
they
loves.
own that trademark?
What, the BMF?
You know damn well he does.
I would sue the fuck out them if I was fucking.
bad motherfucker.
I think that they do. I
Yeah,
don't
they
know.
must. They must.
They
if
must
use
do.
it like
That's like
that,
that's
yeah.
like
The Rock
that's like you
presented
naming a
the belt and
So you're gonna-
everything.
it's like naming a belt the Crips.
Nah, that's
No.
different.
Nah.
Because you know,
What's BMF?
you think the Black Mafia family's trademarked?
It should be.
Yeah, but
They just lost mad money with this shit.
He's been in prison.
Right.
So
But did
sun is out.
But do you think that they trademark specifically BMF though, just like the acronym? Because it can meet like they could have. Like,
But
a
I'm
whole-
saying if they didn't, there's a lot of money you just lost because
Lot of
if
money on
UFC
the
just
table.
trademarked that, then
Oh yeah, no,
it's a whole TV show. You know
they
what I
had
mean?
a
Like,
whole-
Yeah,
a whole-
WWF had to change.
World
You
Wildlife
guys got to change that shit.
Federation.
They did a whole pay per view over it. Like not only the last one, but the original one that they had. They had Dwayne the Rock Johnson present the belt. It was Jorge Masvidal
I was
versus
just gonna
Nate
say
Diaz.
Masvidal,
Like
yeah.
that was
Oh,
insane.
that was
the Rock
yeah.
out of nowhere just to be like, I'm putting the strap. Not Dana. It was the Rock that presented the
Yeah,
belt. So
yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like they put money in the BMF.
They got
title,
their
like,
shit together on that. They're not
the
losing.
legal team got it down.
Yeah,
point.
gonna lose no money like
under
that.
control. Hell yeah.
But this one's gonna be stacked, man. I don't know. There's a lot of good fights on this card where I feel like I don't really know which one I'm gonna tell you is like this is gonna be the fight of the night because there's so many fight of the night.
Yeah, all fight of the night.
There's so many
know,
fight of
Fans
the
are
nights.
winning that
In that
card.
video that we made, I had Sean O'Malley winning that fight. But since I've been watching more and more, I'm
You
like,
get these highlight clips,
yeah, I'm just
man.
like, Cheeto's so cool.
He's so cool. That clip of him and Sean in the hallway, that was the best. I don't know if you guys saw that one, but basically, Cheeto was walking down the hallway and Sean is standing off to the side, and Sean's like, "You ready to get knocked out?" And then Cheeto's just looking at him as he's walking by, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, so you might need to bleep this out. But he just walks by and he goes, "Come over here and suck my dick." And then Sean's just like, did he just say to go suck this dick? That's weird. Like, that's weird. Like, he just shut him up so bad.
Like, that's a weird response.
It's hard not to like Cheeto, bro. It's so hard not to like him.
I
So,
think
like,
it was him. I saw a video. He was walking outside, and somebody was like, "Hey, hey!" and they were like waving to him, and he was like, and he just like gave like a basic wave. It cracked me up, dude. He's just like,
He's so funny.
Fucking
It's
trade
that-
killers, the nicest.
yeah, that's
Oh, he
what I'm
gets like
saying.
nice
Instead
to
of
do it.
just being like,
He
"Yo,
hangs
what up?"
out with
Yeah, right?
Action
Just like-
Bronson. They're like it's a whole
Oh,
posse.
really?
It's like the
That's so
like
random.
the
Yeah.
dopest group you've ever seen of
I
guys.
feel
you
like
wanna hang out
every
with.
MMA fighter should be attached to like a rap group. You know
Oh,
what
for
I mean?
sure.
Like,
I think that
Wu-Tang.
that's it's street cred. for sure.
Wu-Tang
An
has to be
unofficial
jiu-jitsu
member.
shit.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
right.
you know what I mean? Somebody.
The Riz is definitely-
I'm kind of hoping Sugar loses.
Oh, yeah.
He's putting on that game way too hard.
Oh, I feel like for me, there was like a big pop right when he won the title, and it was this whole moment of where they're like, wow, he really did it. But I feel like since then, not a lot has come of him. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
right.
Like, I feel like as much as they like painted him to be the superstar, the fact that they're at the press conference and everybody's like, Cheeto,
yeah,
Cheeto,
right.
in front of him, and he has the belt right there.
Yeah, is he that guy?
I don't think he's that guy.
Yeah.
You got to be smart enough. You got to treat this as wrestling. You see that? Turn heel.
Turn Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
Turn Floyd Mayweather.
It's Perk Angle.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Everybody in the
that video
world paid millions, paid all these money on these pay-per-views to watch Floyd Mayweather lose.
You're not
and
wrong.
they never saw it.
Yeah.
So be the bad
right.
guy. I would flip
Right.
it. If people not saying, all right, fuck y'all then. All right, I'm the fucking champ. Y'all hating on me, flip it.
Yeah.
Make yourself the bad guy.
When he first came on the scene, like, excuse me, I wasn't really I love the way he fought.
Even with Snoop. O'Malley.
Yeah, that's the first
You know what
thing
it
I saw.
was though?
I just never
It's
fucked
like
with that.
he was
style.
the
Bobby
guy
was
that
good.
like was around like the Takashi rainbow hair.
Yes.
Then,
Yeah.
another rainbow hair guy. Oh man.
Yeah, right.
It ain't gonna turn out too well for the last guy.
So I don't know. I wasn't a fan right away, but after a
It
little
grew
bit,
on you.
it
Yeah.
did grow.
I'm a Sean fan for sure. Like Sugar Sean, I feel like for me, like I like his style of fighting. I like
Yeah, he's got a
that
nice-
like range. Like I
nice
feel like he's a
fight
sniper
style.
for
Yeah,
sure.
he is, yeah.
He's not afraid to put himself in the fire. Like him
Yep.
versus Peter Yan, that was a great fight. Still, I don't know who won that one. If you go back and watch that one, but I just feel like sometimes the social media aspect of it, because he does connect to a younger crowd, gets a little weird.
Yes.
Like some of the stuff gets a little weird. Like I mean, he'd be talking about his personal life. He's got a whole setup with his marriage and whatnot. It's a whole can of worms.
I think
You
his
gotta-
style's
it just
coming
paints it weird.
too
Remember
much
now.
like McGregor. Like he's
Yeah,
trying to
Everybody
be like
wants
that
to be
guy.
him, though.
Listen,
I know there's only one of those guys though.
It's hard.
WWE and MMA is under the same umbrella now, so I wouldn't be surprised if UFC becomes a little more
Show.
Hollywood, a little more,
Show.
you know what I mean? Show.
Yeah.
a
I'm
little
not
more.
gonna lie. Like
For promo, yes.
It's weird because like a lot of the guys that are like the best for the most part don't really do a lot of that stuff. Like the Khabibs, for example, who is
you don't
considered
have-
the greatest of all
Yeah,
time, but he
nah,
didn't really do
not
that.
Those are the ones you respect the
GSP for
most.
the most part was a pretty like
Quiet,
nice,
yeah,
quiet
yeah,
dude.
right.
But then you do have the guys that are like really showboaty and make it like really exciting, like the Chael Sonnens. Like you guys have to watch his like villain
he's a
speeches.
riot,
like
dude.
get him in the WWE.
yeah.
Like it's insane.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
would've
he
fit
should be
perfectly.
wrestling. dude.
Honestly, he should be
He's
wrestling.
got the
That
best.
that should be where you go. The path. Once you get into your late 30s, 40s, like all right, you can't do UFC anymore. You go right down the right down the hallway over here.
Yeah,
Talk
yeah.
to Triple H. He'll put you into some
It
match.
wouldn't
Yeah,
be a bad
right.
idea because they have a pretty good setup over at the WWE to make you a superstar. They have a whole
Oh, yeah.
pipeline. For
Yeah,
you.
you
They'll teach you how to
if
do
you're
it
a
and
star
everything.
somewhere else, they'll make you a star there.
For
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
The amount of
absolutely.
celebrity matches we've seen over
Right.
the years, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Going back to
Right.
the early 2000s, the 99s, you know what I mean? Like,
Yep,
And the fact that you're
100%.
going over already knowing traditional wrestling, stuff like that.
Yeah, you're
it's
athletic, too,
It's going
like-
in there rather than like
Yeah.
I play football. Let me go play do wrestling, and you just not there.
Suplex
I
this
will-
guy.
Yeah, right.
I will say though, my thing is with it, I do like the fact that it's still like a sport at the end of the day, so I don't
Yeah.
want it to be
Yes.
too fake. Because I will say, like some of the times, like you see, like you were saying, if you're getting the boos and you're getting the hate, turn heel because it makes sense. But for some of these guys, they're just not that guy.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't. You're like. I can tell that you're trying, and that's bad. That I can tell that you're trying. If you were just doing it and it came off
Naturally, yeah.
natural,
Yeah.
cool. But
That
some of
makes
these
sense.
guys,
As much
Yeah,
as like
yeah,
Conor
yeah,
McGregor
right.
was trying to put on like this entertainment,
worked.
Yeah.
I think that's really who he is.
It's who he is.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no,
Look
it's
at
who
his
he
social
became.
media.
Yeah, yeah.
he's
Definitely.
that guy. He's that guy.
He has not
literally
changed
a
one
character.
bit.
I love Dana White's interview, which it seems like he gets interviewed every other day. It seems like he's on the
There's a lot
podcast.
of fights.
Oh yeah,
It's a
he
lot of
has
fights.
fights every day.
They talk
No,
about
no,
it
he's
every day.
usually on some podcasts.
I
He
see
was
them
talking,
walk
Yeah,
off
yeah,
about
yeah.
and they asked him like, "Yo, why isn't Conor fighting?" He was like, "He's fucking rich, bro. Like you don't need him."
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
It's hard one to get in the ring when you're sleeping in silk sheets, bro.
Yeah, and what he says like,
right.
yeah,
This
he's
is
literally,
Versace.
he's like Conor McGregor lives in the yacht wherever it's the warmest at that time.
Yeah,
in the
wherever
world.
he
That's where he
goes.
like.
Yeah.
That's like a
So
Lam-
he's not gonna
Lamborghini
come.
yacht.
And, oh fuck.
God,
would
dude.
too.
What do you think? Do you think Michael Chandler should just take a fight and just kind of let that one? Because that's his biggest payday. Does he hold up for the payday?
I don't know. For the fans, I think you should hold off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's my thing is that like I mean he definitely has like businesses and stuff on the side, so it's like the money probably he's doing all right.
Yeah,
but
yeah, and he's
I-
got money from fighting
career
already.
wise. I feel like at this point, if he waits any more than like a year,
Yeah,
this
right,
might be
right.
his
All right,
last
good
one.
point. His time's passing.
Yeah, this might be his last one. I don't think title is a thing that he should think about anymore. It's the same
Yeah.
thing with like Dustin Poirier, where I feel like he's now like maybe title, but more so like I'm just going for big
I just wanna
fights.
fight.
I
Yeah,
want
yeah, yeah.
paydays. Like give me them big checks.
He
like,
said that too. He said, you know, it's hard to live this life with a family, and you know,
it's a
he
lot.
admitted that. Like
Absolutely.
he's ready for it.
We're gonna go move on. Speaking of paydays and big fights, we're gonna move on from the MMA world to the boxing world because we have here a MMA fighter and a boxer. So figured we'll do a little both. Big fight here coming up. Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney.
Yeah, right.
I don't know what the hell Ryan Garcia's been up to.
What
Like,
is
Good with the
What?
tweets.
What is
up with the
going
tweets?
on?
something just like completely flipped switch.
Yo.
Like some.
He said something to somebody
what
and he
is
got
going
scared.
on
I'm
with
not
Ryan
lying. They
Garcia?
tied it down.
It's obvious
I don't
what's
know
going
what's
on with
happening.
Ryan Garcia.
What is going on with
I've
him,
seen
bro?
these type of
What's
people my whole
happening?
life.
Going on, bro?
Mental game, man. He's keeping that mental game strong.
geeking, my guy.
Yeah.
This ain't the first time I seen somebody geeking.
Yeah.
God.
Ain't lie to me.
Yeah, he was saying his phone got hacked the first time or stolen, and then he just posted a legit video like, "Nah, bro, you're acting crazy."
There's audio though. Yeah.
even that.
He
Like,
came
this
up with
is-
another video where he was just like, "Listen, I'm gonna stop posting on social media. I'm just gonna focus on fighting." And the way
one
he
that
was
he was looking-
speaking was just
But
like this.
yo,
Like
he
a
was looking
gun is on the other side of the
away from the camera.
camera.
I know. I
Bro,
can.
who's
Yeah.
scaring you right now?
know
Yeah,
he's
right.
high as shit in that
high,
video.
man.
Yeah.
Like I know it.
So, like,
Talking about being tied up in the
Yeah.
woods and
how am I
video.
supposed to pick this guy to win a fight?
If I die, it
Bro,
wasn't
I-
me.
Like, literally.
Yeah.
I was just
Yeah.
speaking
Talking
highly
about-
of him. I literally was just like, this
I
guy
think he's a
has
pretty
it.
good fighter,
He's gonna-
but, like, this
I was
is-
he's gonna be Haney.
2 weeks ago,
All of a
would've been
sudden-
fine.
Yeah, right. Literally 2 weeks ago, I thought he was like a
Yeah,
great
yeah,
fighter.
right.
All of a sudden,
Yeah.
all this happened.
This game is crazy how quick it turns.
Yeah, right. Haney called him out for being on coke. He's like, I don't do coke. I just do weed and drink alcohol like everybody else. Looking like he's on coke.
Yeah. There's something else going
Yeah,
on.
it's like-
too.
Dog,
I don't know if it's just coke though. That
Yeah,
what
definitely
he's
something.
talking.
That
is
West Coast, they
wild,
like the
dude.
they like the
I like to party.
they
I
like
said this. I said this before.
PCP.
I said this before the Tank Davis fight. I don't know how much winning matters to Ryan Garcia. I think the payday might matter a little more
He looks like he's
because he's like I don't think he. If he loses fight, I don't think he's gonna care.
I
You mean
agree with you on
competition?
I think
that.
he's chasing the big
Yeah,
fights, which he's got.
yeah.
Which is good promoter. You got the big fights. You got the ones that people are gonna watch.
I'm with you on that one.
You know what I mean? But like, if he loses this one, it's like, all right, bro. Like now you just.
With
Yeah,
the money
yeah,
in
yeah.
boxing, it makes sense though. Like I feel like once you get to that
Huge.
level, like you're just going for paydays. Like you don't really seek like
What you want one of the
undisputed,
you want
I'm
one of the
best.
seven
Also,
belts
yeah.
that are out here?
after fighting Tank Davis, a big fight like that. How can you go down to like fighting?
Well, he had another fight before that.
Right, but like
Some nobody.
you're gonna go for another big fight.
Yeah,
That's what
Yeah.
you go for what
But
the, for
also,
what the fans
and,
want to see.
and I know I
Yeah.
said that kind of negatively, like he's chasing the big fights. But I also want to give him credit that he's not ducking. He's giving people the fights we want to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
big
talked
names.
about legacy. He's
Yeah.
talked about like we want to give the big fights.
Wasn't he ducking
You
somebody?
might be the martyr, bro. It might be an expense of you. We get to watch the big fights. We watch you get your ass kicked every time.
Hey, I mean, he'll have
But-
enough money to pay those medical bills. So
There we go.
No,
he's
you're
like,
right.
he's
Nah,
young still.
he's got money.
Yeah.
He's got money.
He's always had money, right? He's like a
Yeah, he
rich
was,
kid.
He was a big
But it's like I still might go for Garcia. I still might go for
Really?
Garcia.
You like his left hook? don't you?
That left hook is crazy though.
It's
Nah, it
maybe
is,
him a
it
little
is.
cooked might be helpful.
Yeah, I think the defense will be too good for Ryan. Yeah, I think he'll the D and
Yeah.
locking him down. I think he'll be all right.
Where one's more, say more skilled offensively, the other one is just so
That left hook,
what's it
man.
called?
Smart.
Yeah, like smarter with the way
Yeah.
he defends himself. So it's
Yeah.
like he put the work in and he got to that level. Where the other one's like more, I'm skilled, so I can do all this shit, and I'm that
Right.
much better than you. It's like,
Yeah,
that doesn't
yeah.
always work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but what? So Garcia, I forgot who he fought, but he won that pretty convincingly this last fight. If I'm not mistaken, Haney was it Lomachenko the last fight he fought? Was it Haney?
Nah, maybe.
I thought his whatever who he fought. I remember his last
His
fight.
last fight was against.
I remember him.
Nah, it couldn't have been because
It might have been the fight before then.
Loma won his last fight. And so did
Okay,
Haynes.
because I remember when they fought each other, everybody was saying that Lomo got robbed.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I
yeah.
mean? So it's just like
Yeah, that was a.
Forgot
who
about
was
that.
thought it
That was a big fight too. Was it Haney?
I thought it was Haney and Lomo. Might have been a few fights
Oh,
ago.
you're saying that Loma lost,
I believe Lomo won that fight.
but he lost.
Yeah,
But he lost on the
Gotcha.
record.
That
he
might have
lost,
been.
yeah.
That might have been.
Yeah,
the
and
fight
he
then.
lost. So now I'm sitting.
Yeah, right.
It's not like he's superhuman. It's not like we haven't seen him like.
No, Superman
what I mean?
does bleed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
And I would have felt very confidently about 2 weeks ago with a Garcia pick. Now, I'm not too
videos.
sure.
Yeah,
that's a little wild.
That's a little.
He fought again after the Lomo fight.
Okay, he did fight it. Sorry, it's boxing.
Regis,
Oh yeah.
Progresses.
Yeah. He's a good fighter too, though.
He won that one too. So yeah, 31 Oh, he's 31-0.
He's undefeated.
Yeah, he's undefeated right now.
I know it was 31 though. That's a lot more fights than I thought.
Yeah, 20 of them could have been
experience is
garbage disposal guys and then baggers at
15
grocery stores.
KOs.
True.
Right.
He put the work in. So
He's a good fighter though.
He is.
He is.
I think
Absolutely.
I think Garcia is gonna lose.
That whole.
I like Garcia though.
Yeah.
Don't
I
get
give
me
him.
wrong.
I think he's gonna lose now
You
too.
could like a fighter, but still be like, all right, listen, this is.
Yeah.
You can look at what's on the table and be like, I'm gonna pick
Yeah,
that one,
skill for skill.
I feel like
going
this.
against
I don't. Not that he ain't disciplined, but it's like there's something that he needs.
I mean,
he needs to lock in a little bit more.
Well,
I think.
Yeah,
Garcia's
right.
the same
Last
thing
fight
with the
was
McGregor thing.
tank.
Like,
Yeah.
like McGregor's on a losing skid right now. When you look at his record, it's the same kind of idea. He's been this rich for a minute now,
Yeah.
so if you're.
And he's still hyped up.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
People still hyping him. Yeah.
Still got
I think
hope.
because like the last time he didn't really like he did lose, but like
When he
like,
broke
his
his leg.
manner that he
you were
lost.
saying,
Oh,
you
yeah,
chase the
yeah.
payday,
Like, oh,
but
he
is
didn't
the,
really.
is the
he
competition
beat
worth
himself,
it? You know?
son.
Yeah, right.
Problem, you can only chase the payday if like you could lose. All right, using the tank, that's okay. You start losing a couple big fights in a row, you're not gonna get the big fight anymore.
No.
you gotta win
Yeah,
a couple.
that's it. Yeah, you gotta win a couple.
If
Yeah.
Garcia wins this one, who could be next?
But
You know?
it's also
Yeah,
kind of
right.
hard when they're like, listen, like you're gonna get paid X million just to show up. Like, you know what I mean? So win or lose, you're still like, it's not bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I still
yeah,
walked away
yeah.
with a pretty good.
and that's why I think his mindset is more on like I'm gonna be rich and legacy. And
Yeah, he's kind of got a mindset of like a social media influencer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate those, honestly.
He called out. He called out Jake Paul. He
Go
called
in
out.
like a warrior.
Yeah, he
Called out
knows
these-
his paycheck. He
Yeah.
wants
You gotta
that.
go in like a warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it depends. A lot of people, like, I feel like, have different mindsets when it comes to the fight game.
all
You'll
me-
see that some
it's all
people go in
Floyd's
there, they're
fault.
just like, I'm here for the check. Like, I'm here just for the bag.
all
And
You know
Floyd
why?
Mayweather's fault.
that's not a bad idea, but I do feel like
Right.
there's a different mindset when it comes to the guys that are like, I'm seeking glory. Like,
I feel like I would be
vengeance. You're like, all right, that's
in
a
every
history.
every
Yeah.
sport in anything that's competitive. I would be more of like the one that's into the art of it.
yeah.
Like I'm
Yeah.
big on like the art of basketball.
I think those guys
Like
get
the-
appreciated a lot more.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Those
Yeah.
are those are always the time tested fan
No,
favorites
right.
for
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
in any sport.
You know
for
the
sure.
game, people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go around. Who are we going across the board on this? Is anybody? You got Garcia, right?
I'm gonna take Garcia just to
Josh, you haven't. You
Yeah,
haven't
Haney.
just in case he's pulling this fake act. Just in case.
Yeah, they're gonna pull the fight. He keeps pulling. I was just playing.
You're about to lose
Too
that
bad,
check.
buddy. Just
Nah,
going
but
a
his
straight
antics,
jacket
like,
right now.
I can't see Haney losing at this point.
I can't either.
It's
I'm with
just-
Haney.
I hope it's like the Joshua Francis fight. Honestly,
Oh man, that's crazy.
No, it's not that bad.
I want it to happen.
Folded like that.
Nah, I, that,
Like a
Damn.
lawn chair.
No, I think
Three
Garcia
knockdowns,
loses,
Haney.
and then he fights an influencer for like $100 million.
Right, yeah.
Don't
That's
do
what's
that.
gonna happen.
Don't
Yeah.
fight
That's
no
where the money
influencers.
is.
Yeah.
Because I was listening to a boxer. Boxing's dying, man.
Oh yeah.
HBO and Showtime are out. Was what I'm hearing.
Well,
Yeah,
so
Daz
th-
and-
this
those
is-
those are the big. Someone said. I
Netflix
forget who
just
was.
got
Someone
one,
on the
too.
interview said like, "Yo, we lost the Twin Towers."
Oh,
those
yeah.
those are the big two ones.
Yeah,
HBO and
yeah.
Showtime.
What do you think about Jake Paul, Mike Tyson fighting on Netflix? You guys see that?
We'll get to that,
yeah,
sir.
all right,
We'll get to that, sir. Trust me. There's no way. Like,
But to your point about like boxing dying, like I keep hearing that too. Listen, I'm not big into the boxing world. I'm starting to dip my toe in there. I'm trying to get in there because I'm big on the MMA, but the boxing got to learn a little bit
Yeah,
more.
right.
But from what I hear from the guys that kind of dip into both when I listen to like these like podcasters, etc., is that it's just too difficult for the average fan to be able to get into watching boxing.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
there's
yeah.
So many different organizations.
So
what are you
many
gonna
belts.
watch it on? Like so
Yeah,
many
right.
belts. Like so many things to have to pay attention to. Who's the guy? Like UFC is that's the brand.
Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
one you
right.
go to. There's PFL, I guess. Well, not anymore. Bellator and one championship, etc. There's all these other ones, but you have to go out of your way to look for them. But you know UFC, you know Conor
right.
McGregor, you know these
Yeah,
big names.
yeah, yeah,
It's
Things
like
right.
AEW. Like you really want to? You like it gets cool.
Exactly,
can,
but there's
but,
one WWE.
there's only one
Yeah.
WrestleMania, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Exactly. So when it comes to like boxing, I feel like that's why there's not a lot of buy-in when it comes to fans because they're like, okay, well, you're not putting together the fights that we want to see. There's too many things going on at once, and
So I'm glad you said that one because
make a
that
super
kind of
league.
leads me to my next topic.
the Saudis,
No, I'm not talking about them. motherfuckers.
The rich guys pay for anything.
they are putting together the big ones. They're putting together the big fights that fans want
Yeah,
to see.
right.
You got the money.
Yeah, they got the money.
We're gonna
Yeah,
leave them
the
alone.
money.
We're gonna leave them alone.
You're right. Thanks for the sponsorship.
Yeah, appreciate it. Oil check.
I wish.
Why isn't Canelo fighting Crawford? Like why?
I think it's that.
That's what I mean.
Oh,
I think,
thank you.
I think it's genuinely that. I think it's just
Isn't it Different weight
Canelo
classes?
just no,
No, 'cause they'll
you
set
can make
that
it
up.
work.
They'll figure
Canelo
it
just
out.
announced a fight against some fucking
Mexican.
some
That's what he wants
whoever.
to do.
I'm
He
sure
wants-
he's a I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
sure he's a good
I'm sure he's a
fighter.
great fighter, but it's just like.
Yeah, not who he's.
Dude, we know like
Competition.
we saw
Yeah.
Canelo was saying
Crawford
that
take care of what's his face. I forget his name. Crawford's last fight. It was a pretty big
Spence.
fight.
Yeah.
Spence.
That's
Yeah.
a pretty big fight. Like
Oh,
That-
Another thing I
That was
looked into,
huge.
Yeah, that
because
was
again, I
huge.
don't know too much, but one thing I looked into, some people also don't think that fight should happen yet.
what are we waiting for?
Bud
Yeah.
versus no.
Yeah,
No?
so like one thing I was like looking up is like, for example, Mayweather was saying that he thinks that Crawford should fight like Benavidez and
Okay.
then get to Canelo.
Yeah, that's a dangerous fight too.
just
right
like
there.
the one and then get there. You know what I
Okay,
mean? Like
okay.
it's just not quite there yet. For me, it's more so like I think the politics behind boxing.
Yeah,
is more so
because I
them
think
putting that
Crawford has
together.
enough quality wins.
That's what I'm thinking.
Like he might not be the number one ranked Canelo right now, but he's the top dog. Like he's the top dog. Like, you know what I mean?
That's my favorite fighter right
I
now.
would think. I think boxing right now. I know these. Look, I like Tank. I like these guys. It's cool.
Crawford
I think
would have to-
honestly, popularity wise, even though I think the sport's kind of failing a little bit, this is the most I've heard people.
well, how,
Enough boxers with
If
bigger
you're
names.
in the boxing world, like you said, boxing's dying. I don't think it's really dying. I think it's a certain group that's still into boxing.
Yeah.
It'll always
Because
be.
it's still huge. Because then when the big fights come out, everybody's getting.
True. Yeah, you're right.
So
You're
it's
right.
not
the Super
fully
Bowl.
dying.
do you
but-
think? Do you think with them like
Super
putting
Bowl.
these fights together? Do you think it's like a thing of like a ranking issue, or do you think that it's just like they don't
Probably
Sad O.
contracts, money.
It's that old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want- so,
No one wants to get the loss. It's the Mayweather effect.
That's involved in
It's a Floyd
in the right
Mayweather
money.
effect. Everybody wants to be 50
Money
and
is the
0.
whole
Everybody wants to be
biggest thing.
51 and
Money's
0.
always like
Money's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Even
Lose
if you
once, lose the
offer,
money.
you offer a millionaire, you know,
Yeah.
a certain amount of $1 million. They no, I'm worth more than that for this fight. Pay me. You know,
I feel like that
get the
messes it
numbers
up.
right.
It messes it up.
And Canelo won't
yeah, I think he
change his
said
weight.
something. No, well, he did.
Crawford would have to come up.
And that's fine.
He's
Crawford
going
said
up
Crawford already said either up or down. Crawford said he'll do it.
right.
Yeah, Crawford's a beast.
From what I read recently, Canelo said he doesn't want to fight anybody right now. He wants to fight more of the Mexicans to get them the money, recognition, and people.
Sounds like a
eyes on
cop out to
them.
me.
Hey, it's a guy who's in
Yeah,
the highest
right.
position of that's.
I'm gonna
country.
believe
He's
when
like,
you're
I want
top,
to
when
go.
you're top dog.
That's not a
you
bad
fight
idea.
the top dogs.
Right.
There's a lot of in terms of combat sports. There's a lot going into Mexico right now. Like UFC just built the Performance Institute down there. There's a lot of
right.
development coming out of Mexico right
Yeah.
now, in all fight
All eyes.
sports. So
But
all eyes on
not a
the
bad
Mexico.
thing,
idea.
the thing that does suck is like Canelo's. He's that guy. He's still that guy, but he's kind of
On the decline.
he's on the decline.
So
but he's still a name.
So
Yeah, he is. Of
we're
course
gonna
he
get.
is.
You know what's gonna happen?
MMA guys wanted to fight
You know what's gonna
boxers.
happen?
Canelo gets brought
We're gonna
up
get
every other
Mayweather
day.
Yeah,
Pacquiao
right.
when both fighters are past their prime.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna get with Crawford and
that's
Canelo.
what,
that's
that's
not
what
we
I'm
want.
saying.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna
Canelo's
suck if we see that.
33 years old, Canelo. So
But he's had a.
He's been fighting since he was 14, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
That UFC in Mexico was lit.
It was lit.
absolutely.
Those dudes.
Yeah, that was nasty.
Well, I mean, I feel like regardless you think of combat sports, you think of Mexican fighters. Like they're just
Yeah,
dogs.
yeah.
Every single last one of them, they're just savages. They're tough. They're great performers every single time. Doesn't
They
matter what it
give
is.
it their all.
That's
They
like
give it their all. It's
that's
just in the
like
blood.
how DR has baseball. Like Mexico's top sport. Would
Yeah,
be
it'd be
boxing,
Boxing.
or soccer.
I would say yes. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a big place.
Soccer is the whole.
I was
Mexico's a
gonna
big
say
place.
soccer.
They made big
Soccer's
places.
up there.
Huge.
Yeah.
Well, they're really good at a lot of things. Shout out
right.
Mexico.
So
Yeah, right.
maybe a couple days after I made the topic list, we got blessed with a beautiful topic. I love when this happens. When it's like, oh, when I see something happening in the sports news and I'm 100% sure, like, oh, can't wait to talk about that on the podcast.
Yep.
Had it.
Jake Paul is about to fight Iron Mike Tyson.
Like Tyson in 3.
And before anybody says anything, I'll give you my opinion. I'm very sad about this fight announcement.
Yeah, I feel
and
that.
I'm scared.
I'm scared.
I'm very scared.
He pulled the shirt out, signed the contract, baby
I don't
boy.
Right.
because I really believe I think Mike Tyson will win the fight.
Good.
But I believe because he's almost 60 fucking years old,
Yep.
58.
Jake Paul might whip his ass, man.
Bro, say
and
shit
that's
like
going
that.
to be horrible
Yeah, for everybody.
for everybody, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much bragging rights? Oh,
It's like,
shit.
What
We're
kind
half
of
his age.
fight are they having though?
Right?
Is this like an actual fight or?
Well, they're still in the
Don't
works
say
if it's going to
that.
be exhibition or an actual fight.
because that was his last fight. Tyson's
Versus
last fight. It
with
was just like
Jones.
body shots.
Yeah,
only and
right. With
whatnot.
an exhibition.
Yeah.
A little lighter.
First, Roy, he said he was too much into like I'm gonna knock his fucking head off. I'm gonna kill him. So he had to get high before the fight, and he's like, and then the rules was like no headshots. So I was like, that's not what we want.
They
to
better
see.
not. They won't do that. With
They better
this.
not.
Nah,
'Cause
they
I
won't.
want Tyson to walk in that fucking arena like I'm murdering somebody.
Yeah,
I don't need
yeah.
to fucking calm down.
They'll
Like, I'm
lose
gonna
all
do it.
credit if that goes that way.
Especially because why he was talking in the podcast too. Like I'd murder him. Dude,
Yeah. I don't
know
good.
about
You're saying
all
that.
Credit. I
Do
feel
it.
like people like at least
If there's no headshots,
60's
Yeah.
tough.
It better be headshot.
60-year-old. Like,
All right, so
my
let's
body
let's,
hurts right now.
so let's be real. Let's,
Walker,
let's
like,
be
a
real.
little bit ago,
How
like a
how much
cane.
will you hold it against Mike Tyson if he loses his fight?
not a lot.
How is he losing it?
Doesn't matter.
It
If he
does
gets
matter.
knocked out, that's devastating. That's horrible. We're all probably gonna cry.
Hey, boo, he's 60.
So what I think is like if he doesn't finish Jake in 2, I think he's going to be in trouble because he's going to get tired. He's 57 years
Yeah.
old.
That's
I think
Joshua shit.
you got to think about Jake being what 27.
Yeah.
He's a heavy. He's athletic.
Yeah.
He's an athletic dude. He's learning how to fight better. If he keeps Tyson on a bike the whole fight, running around, keeping Tyson running and punching,
Yeah.
he's going to get him tired in a couple
Please
rounds.
just make that ring just a little shorter, you know? A little smaller.
Yeah, I really hope Tyson just goes and
I
knocks him
feel
out.
like I have faith in Tyson and his team that they're gonna set their rules a little bit better.
You know what doesn't
Yeah.
help either?
Give us
Like,
an advantage here or something. You know?
I don't think Tyson cared. I don't
No.
think Tyson will take a dive.
No, hell no.
Hell no. Mentally, I don't think he will.
He can't.
No. I don't think.
I don't think. Well, that's also my worry is that there's no quit. Because
Yeah.
another thing is like, listen, this has been a beautiful resurgence of Mike Tyson the
love
last
it.
couple of
Yeah,
years.
beautiful.
Since
Yeah,
like the
right.
Hangover, it's just been like he's been this guy that's just like, wow,
beautiful.
It's
So
amazing.
wise.
Yeah.
He does interviews,
Yeah.
smokes weed.
So
it's
far,
awesome.
Yeah.
so far,
TV shows and everything.
The CTE and whatnot hasn't shown its ugly head. We haven't seen
The
any sort of
airport,
crazy
on the
thing
plane.
You know,
That guy attacked him.
But you know what I mean? We haven't seen anything where you're like, all right, this is a problem. So like, I also don't want to see my man get knocked out because then that's a problem.
that'll ruin
At that
everything.
old, you know what I mean? I don't want to see
Yeah.
any
I
sort
hope
of
he
brain
understands how much
He
is
still
on
moves
his shoulders.
crazy,
Like,
though.
I think
You're
he knows-
representing all
his
of us,
movement's
bro.
so
Everything.
crazy.
Still
like
there.
you're representing everything that's cool about boxing. Like
We
your
remember
whole.
him
Iron
as,
Mike.
like this Mike Tyson.
I don't need him to be
But-
Iron Mike.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause
I love Iron
when you
Mike.
look back at it, all the crazy knockouts.
Yeah.
But when I think back as me viewing this as a child, I only maybe in the late '90s. My first fight was Lennox Lewis that I saw.
So you
of
never
Mike
really
Tyson.
saw him win.
I saw him on his decline, losing his mind. Not losing his mind, but kind of falling off.
Yeah.
Kind of got the
Yeah,
then he
right,
got
right.
the tattoo.
Saw shit
Yeah.
live.
So from my eyes
tattoo
of what
here.
I've seen, I've
Yeah.
only seen disappointment. So I wouldn't be surprised if he was to lose.
But it's the opponent.
Yeah, true.
It's what Jake
That's
Paul
what it-
represents.
that's what it goes on.
It's what he represents.
He beat Anderson Silva.
The fact that he doesn't need a
breaks
bag
my
either.
heart.
And you know what sucks is like I actually started liking Jake Paul because I hated him.
No, I'm same.
But then I said, you know what? This dude's
he's
been
put in the
training
work,
for like
man.
6 years.
Yeah, you gain the
Eventually, like
respect.
he's and I hate when he calls out like Canelo and big names. But then when he fought Tommy, I was like, okay. And then he
Loved
fought
it.
another boxer who's, I'm not gonna call any fighter a bum, but compared to the big guys,
Yeah.
a guy who's been out since 2018.
Oh.
So he's fighting a rollover. But this dude's also Jake's at that level too. Like he's just kind of like starting like him.
yeah,
Like fight somebody like that. I respect you more than calling out the big names.
yeah.
For sure.
Because you just want eyes on
Well,
it.
also,
Yeah.
like, he can say Canelo all the time. He knows damn well Canelo's not answering. Well, I don't know, because
Yeah, he knows
the
Canelo
money-
ain't taking it.
No,
I guess
See-
it depends on who he's offering the money to. Because
Canelo's
some
people don't need
rich
money.
getting paid
Yeah,
pretty well.
yeah.
Canelo's way too rich to like want to take.
And that's why I think Tyson's going to go in haul hard because he don't need the money. He doesn't need the money at
I like-
all.
I like
Well,
him.
for him, it's the flex.
Canelo's
Exactly.
managers too are probably like, no,
like no,
Yeah.
that's not where we're at right now.
like, no, chill.
He's not running his
that's a
own
big
game.
payday. That's like going to WWE.
Well, I feel like
You know what
Canelo
I mean?
still has like things that he has to check off.
Yeah,
his
that's
list
what
in
I'm
the
saying.
boxing
His
world, you know what I
managers
mean?
are saying that's not where we're at.
For sure.
Yeah.
And he's got to listen. And but that's why, so Jake had my respect starting to take lower class fighters because he's 6 year in there. Like he is a lower class fighter, realistically.
Yeah, for
So I
sure.
was like, all right. And people hated that. They're like, "Oh, he's fighting a bum." Yeah, that's fine because he's still a good boxer.
Yeah, right.
I respect him more for that. But now he's fighting Tyson. I'm like, here we are.
Yeah, right.
Now we're back at the fucking game
So, like,
because if he wins, it's because Tyson's
Initial
fucking old.
reaction.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Initial reaction. The alert.
Oh, I think everybody-
My reaction was like,
I think that was
Yeah,
everybody's.
yeah, yeah.
face,
everybody's
just
like,
Yeah.
I wasn't.
I was.
I was happy as hell. I'm
I
like,
was not
let's get it. I said, let's get it.
because when you
Because
think of
I
boxing,
just seen so much of Tyson to be like, no, he's not going to go in there like like fucking.
Tyson's mindset isn't to go in there and lose.
It's like my saying is,
Yeah.
I'm going to conquer.
No,
And that's what I
honestly,
want. I'm gonna go in.
He's not taking a dive. He's gonna give it all his all, but
Yeah.
he's fucking almost 60 years old,
No,
man.
yeah,
I
you
get
gotta
that,
put
but
into play the age. That's something you
that's
gotta
like-
take. into
Well,
account.
also
all
I know
mindset.
he wasn't trying as hardest, but that fight against Roy Jones was trash.
For both.
Like for both sides,
Yeah,
it
right.
looked like he really can't move as good as people think he can.
Oh, no, he was moving.
He was moving
That's
for a
'cause you see
60-year-old,
the-
but
you see
like
the-
he looks
the-
better in those clips and stuff. You
That's
see
what
those
I'm saying.
clips.
Everybody looks
The
amazing.
gym
in clips.
highlights. You
Yeah,
see, like,
right.
the
A 10
body
second,
bag
I can look.
workouts
If
and stuff
I'm moving
like
like
that.
this,
Right.
they can say,
Oh,
hey,
shit,
back in the
look
10
at
second.
him
Oh,
go.
look at yo, Mel's been
Yeah.
working, yo.
Yeah. He's been training for years.
With the Roy
It's like
Jones,
Ben
though,
Simmons working out. Like, it's
Ben Simmons hurt again, by the way.
Yo,
fucking
what a smart move would be if he's losing is to bite the air out. Because that'll get his name back up there.
That is so good.
He's selling
Yeah, he's gonna-
edibles.
I'm gonna
shit with
put-
ears.
Yeah.
Put that
Like,
player
Mike,
prop.
Tyson's back.
Get that bet in there.
Yeah, the old dog
bites
came
the-
out.
yeah.
That'd be great.
That tastes yummy. That tastes yummy.
So the first press conference is gonna show me how real this is gonna be.
I can't wait.
If you see Mike as a straight
yeah, right.
killer,
True.
They already do commercials together with their fucking.
it's
that
the thing
was
is, it's
one
funny, bro.
commercial.
It's-
The thing is that
Kind
he's
pieces.
also into like the influencer stuff. I'm not saying he's not like he's still Mike Tyson, but
you know,
I feel
you
like
already
this
know
might
that
be.
check was beautiful. That
That's why
check
I
is
think this is gonna be a little bit
Yeah.
more
For
playful.
Mike Tyson to do that, that check must be nice.
I don't think this
doesn't
is going
care
to be a
about
real
checks.
fight.
Yeah.
I really don't.
I don't either.
I think there's going to be some weird social media nonsense that
Yeah.
they're
I
going to put
hate
together.
it
Which
so much,
just with the
yeah.
names, I'm like,
And I can't blame Mike, man. That's a good check, bro.
That's
Like,
like
you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
You're like,
Yeah,
get your money.
57 years old. Go get your check.
Yeah.
Just don't
raking
fucking
money
get
in.
knocked out.
Oh my god.
For us.
Right
That's
before
why
it.
I don't think
For
that
us,
they'll-
don't get
Imagine
knocked
that
out.
image though. Imagine
Don't.
Mike
I don't want
Tyson
him.
No.
flat out face
No.
first on the ground from a Jake
No.
Paul left.
I don't
hook.
want to see
No.
him look like Tyron Woodley. That is an image I never
That
want to see.
pissed me off more
You
than
know,
anything.
you know
What do
Jake
you
Paul
wanna
will come out with a video game like
Yeah.
Tyson's knockout.
Yeah.
And he'll be the cover,
Jake
dude.
Paul should have a video game. Why not?
Bring back that
Ain't nobody
game.
else
bro.
has a
Just
boxing
sit the
game.
other way, dude.
That's so
bad.
But Tyson should drop another one.
Yeah, we need a
boxing-
new
do want the
boxing
cover.
We
game,
need
dude.
a boxing game.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's Fight Night again. It
Fight
needs to
Night
be something.
Champions was amazing.
Bring
Problem
fucking
is-
spit into
Oh,
heel
yeah,
the guy.
yeah, that's-
Problem is with
Q-tips and yeah, the cuts.
the problem is with these fight night games
Got him here.
and these boxing games.
I love
Now
that
that
game.
most
Yeah.
of these fighters
Nasty,
are self-promoted, you have to contact every boxer and get their rights, and
Yeah.
everybody's gonna want different money.
That's why we don't have another Def Jam
Oh,
game.
so
Yeah,
much more.
absolutely.
Yeah,
They were saying that they didn't even get paid.
Because before you could be like, all right, everybody from the Showtime roster, you pay the Showtime promoter, and you got
Right.
you can put all those fighters. But
That's
now
how
you got to
UFC
talk to
Individual,
Floyd,
yeah,
you got to
fighters,
talk
yeah.
to
No, I want
Canelo.
this
Nah, I
money,
want
yeah.
this money. Nigga, I'm the
50
best in the
million.
game. I want this.
Yeah. Every time someone picks me, I want $4 million.
Yeah.
Now it's on the internet.
That's
I
why
know
I
who's
hated that
picking
Floyd
me.
was never in the game.
Huh? That's why Floyd Mayweather was never in any
I
boxing
hated
game.
that he wasn't
he
in
was-
those
he was in
games.
the game.
Nah, he was never in
Yeah,
any of the
no.
games.
In the early ones,
He was a
I remember
creative
fighting.
fighter
He was
or
in
something.
That's like
Stupid
MJ in
rings.
basketball.
No,
In basketball
Yeah,
games.
right.
Player.
Remember I faced him with
Player
the
they
Because he
won.
was my
Yeah,
favorite,
that
and I
check, though.
never was able to
I
play
know.
with him. And I had
Gotta write
all of
that
them.
check.
Like, I,
Even Mike Tyson
pretty
wasn't
sure
in
I
a lot
played
of them
with
either.
Nah, Mike Tyson wasn't
He's in
there.
the UFC
Nah.
games.
Yes, he is.
Wow,
Yeah,
they paid him.
Yeah.
Once he started getting on the decline,
Muhammad
he's
Ali?
like, oh
Yeah,
shit, I'll
Muhammad
take a
Ali.
little bit of money.
Well, the Ali, you know, the
Tyson
family
Fury.
Ali.
Josh was in it too.
Yeah.
He was in the UFC.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
they're all in it. Wow. Look at that.
I had him fight Francis, and it went differently.
Did it. All right, do we? I believe Tyson's gonna win.
Absolutely.
but I'm saying that very reluctantly.
I do not want no
I got
five.
Tyson.
How many rounds is it going to be?
I got Tyson if real Tyson comes out.
I got Tyson. I got Tyson.
Even at his age.
Real and
How
fake
many
Tyson,
rounds?
I got Tyson.
I think
Let's see if it goes
2 rounds.
It's supposed to be 10 rounds, whatever.
I hope he closes
not
it 2
going
to 3.
2 rounds.
2 to 3.
2 threes.
Part of
Yeah,
me-
I think 3 is the tipping point.
Part of
I
me
would say
believes this
three.
is not a
It's
real
gonna
fight.
be bad.
Part of me
No,
believes it's
see-
an exhibition.
Fuck that.
No, I think it's gonna be, but
No,
if it's a
fuck
real
that.
fight, I'll say 3. But I lean towards it's gonna be an exhibition.
Because what's the incentive from Jake Paul to just get
You're
murdered?
fighting Tyson.
That's
it.
Yeah,
Here's
you're
my
right,
thing:
you're
is
right.
I think I don't think that it'd be on him. And I mean, at the end of the day, I guess it's Tyson's decision. But I guess I feel like his team would be like, listen, bud, this is not a good idea. Like, this is not a good.
Yeah, there's
There's no like
people
the-
that work
like
behind them.
Jake's team?
No,
Or
like
Mike's team?
Tyson's team. Like in terms of like
Tyson-
like his
he's
legal
the team.
No, but that's the thing is like he himself would probably be like, I'm the best, I'm the greatest. But they gotta be like financially, business wise, the pros to cons. The cons are just too big.
I don't think he has any cons in this.
If he loses and get knocked out,
If he gets knocked out.
For him, no.
To get knocked out,
For
yes.
us in the public, we'll
Yeah.
be.
That's the
we'll,
difference,
As
yes.
a world, we'll be more disappointed in Mike Tyson. Will
That's the
probably.
difference.
but that's what I'm talking about. Is that like the pro? I see the social media run. I see the podcast appearance. I see all that, the sponsorships. I see all that coming his way if he does it because he's
already has that,
he's still
yeah.
doing that. But this is just something bigger to get him his name spread out.
So you know what? When that happens, if Mike Tyson loses, we're fucking shocked and upset for a week, and then we move on with our lives, and
Well,
no
that's
one
what that
remembers.
like,
it.
Yeah,
Anderson
right.
Silva.
Like that's how it
Except
is. That's
Tyson.
most Jake Paul fights. It's like, oh, whatever, cool, and then we move on and we don't even care, and it's not like
But we still talk about him anyway.
Because he has another fight. Which I didn't know he had to fight the last one.
We need someone to actually
different.
knock
That was
him
a
out.
that was a whatever guy.
That's
That
because it was.
we
Yeah, we
need
need someone to
boxer.
knock him out.
We need to like a Mike Tyson to knock him out. We
Yeah, he
need
needs
to
to
see
sleep.
go
it.
night
He's gonna
night.
sleep.
We haven't seen it yet. He's been
Yeah.
fighting all these.
But that's not
UFC
going to end
fights.
him. That's not going to end him.
He can still fight, but
Going back
it's
to
less
the-
blemish.
I'm a
you know?
fan of Jake Paul in the sense of like I like the super fight stuff that he's doing though because when he signed the
entertainment.
deal with the PFL like they're just putting on these random super fights and I like that though. So I mean I don't think him getting knocked out will hurt him. I think he'll probably still keep doing this because like he's now
No, he can get
I'm a
knocked out
boxer,
cold.
I'm
Yeah,
trying.
right.
Because then you got like you get maybe
How
that's
much
what it is. You
easier-
get knocked out cold, nigga. You fought Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, you
Yeah,
know,
you're
I don't
there with
want
Tyson. Yeah.
I don't want Logan Paul versus fucking Mayweather situation where I beat fucking Mayweather. No, you didn't. You just didn't
yeah,
get
but no
knocked
one
out.
believes that. Everybody,
Yeah.
these guys just talk.
I
like,
don't want them to believe
see,
that at all.
I forgot all about that fight.
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah.
the same
you gotta
thing.
see
We forgot
it
about
is
that.
Right.
it is a win in the sense of like
Fuck that.
I fought the best and
I
I
shared
didn't-
the ring with
I
him.
shouldn't have done that.
That's a pressure.
No,
Yeah.
and
Oh.
that's
Yeah.
where
And
he's
I
like,
survived in
that's
the
my
ring with one of the
win.
best of all
Right.
time.
But
Yeah.
that one was entertainment.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
Floyd went to Japan and fought a kickboxer.
How much easier
the
is
next
it
day.
to get knocked
You're not
out
wrong.
when you're 60? Just saying.
Absolutely.
easier.
Especially if you've been knocked out
Yeah,
before.
especially when you get
Chin-
tired quick,
that
everything.
That
Yeah.
chin is probably a little
Right.
weak.
But it's his style. is
So
more
the
like-
last time
Yeah, nah.
Matt was here, I don't know if you were really active in your career, but now you got a fight coming up. So how did it get? Did they reach out to you? How was it? How did you decide? Like, you know what? I'm getting back in the ring. I'm showing them what
Yo,
the
so
fuck I can do.
so I've been out for over 2 years since my second daughter was born, Scarlett.
Congratulations.
Was my first. Yeah, thank you guys. I was out of it. I started a new job too. So with the new kid, the job, things like that, life gets tied up.
Absolutely.
I'm a dad first. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I never stopped like working out, training, stuff like that. I didn't see my coach nearly as much though, but I was always hitting the bag, running, and I always kept saying, my final chapter's coming. My final chapter's coming." You know, and it kept talking for 2 years.
Yeah.
You know, and mentally I always wanted to be there, but time never really permitted for me to make it happen. And then a new schedule switched at my work. We did a bid with new hours and things like that. So I got a bid for a 3 a.m. start, so 3 a.m. to 11. That means once I get out, the kids are in school, wife's at work, I got me time.
Yep.
Right? So time to put in a fight camp. That was my first. My first thought: seeing my kids more, and then putting in a fight camp. So I called my coach. I said, "Hey, I'm coming back. Let's put in work. Let's get something going." You know. So I finally made that schedule work, and that's what I did after work. You know, every day going there. It was a few weeks in. Started getting my shape back. I wasn't in bad shape, like I said, but I was up to maybe 160. You know, little more on the bulk side. And I fight 135. That's what I'm fighting. You know what I mean?
You can
That's
definitely
no
see a
more.
difference from the last time you were here.
Yeah, I'm in shape right now.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, right. I bet, yeah.
Punch somebody right now.
So actually, right before I started getting back with my coach, I forget the guy's name. He's a known boxer too, but he was the only fighter that's dropped Crawford. And they reached out to me and they were talking about a fight with him, promotion. And they were like, "Oh, we'll pay you this much." And I was trying to negotiate more, and they were like, "Nah, we can only go to this much." So I talked to my coach, and he's like, "Nah, let's figure out a way to let's get back in shape like we need to be, and let's make a fight happen." I'm like, "All right, fair enough." The money wasn't right, and I probably had 2 rounds with this guy, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm being honest with myself. So after a few weeks back getting in shape, I told him, I said, I was looking for a travel fight because I went out to Vegas before. I told you guys I'm Mayweather, his guy. And that was my focus. So I was in touch with a lot of promoters. Like, they kept sending me fights. I kept looking to see if the money was right. I kept seeing if everything lined up. And it just didn't. Nothing was working out.
Yeah.
So I told my coach, listen, if we don't, now I'm like a month in already, but I'm working hard. Like, you know, seeing my coach, going for my runs, everything's on point. I said, if we don't get a fight, a travel fight, a good deal in like 2 weeks, these are two people that I want right here. And I named two fighters locally that'll like have a big name. They got their shit going on. And then a week later, I got a call from CES, which that's what I'm fighting up in Rhode Island. They said, hey, you want to fight Kevin Walsh for the New England title, super lightweight title.
Fuck yeah.
Buddy.
Hell yeah.
And I called my coach right away because that was one of the fighters we named.
Oh, okay.
So I got who I wanted. And my coach was talking to me about it. And I said, no, like, listen, I want him. Like, this is who I want. I want to fight him. Like, and he started agreeing. He said, yeah, let's fucking do it. So we still had like 6 weeks to prepare on top of that 4.
Yeah.
And we were working hard. And then I just fucking went balls to the wall. Everything changed. That was it.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Yeah.
That's it. I got set.
And for the fans, for the viewers here, who are you fighting?
Kevin Walsh. He's a guy from Brockton. I think he's 13-0. 13-0. I should
fighter.
11-0.
11-0. There you go.
I did my research.
Yeah, 11-0.
I did my research.
Listen, I focus on him, so all focus. Not all the focus is on the record, but you know, 11-0. He's the big name right now. He's one of CES's guys, and that's who I'm gunning for. I put a name out there, and I got him. So it was time to roll.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Locked in, ready.
You got me excited, bro. Let's get it.
Yeah, dude, you have no idea because like last time I was here with you guys, even I was like, oh, the final chapter's coming. The final chapter's coming.
You did say that, you're right.
And I've been waiting and waiting. So when we signed this fight, I said to my coach like a week later, I was like, Sean, I kept telling you because I texted him every day, I'm coming back. There's gonna be a comeback. And I said, did you think that I was gonna come back? Like, oh, and he was like, well, and I was like, nah, be honest with me. Like, let be honest what you think. And he's like, mentally, I know you wanted to be back. I know you wanted that final run. He's like, but schedule-wise, time-wise, nah, I didn't think you were going to make it back. And that's real, because I didn't think I was going to make it back.
Right.
But everything lined up where I got to put in a fight camp. And it got to the point, like, I just put a post out, like, when I got the email with the contract, like, my eyes started tearing up because I get to go do what I love again.
Absolutely, it's beautiful.
You know what I mean? And it's a
You
big
put this.
fight.
You manifested this.
I
like,
made this
yeah,
work.
like I want to
Yeah.
fight this dude.
Right.
Everything just
Everything
the stars just
lined
started
up
aligning,
perfect.
and
Yeah,
that's
dude.
fire.
And I was never satisfied with going out without another fight.
yeah,
You said that.
I said that.
We were here.
Yeah.
Last time you was here, you said, yo, I'm not done.
Nah,
I
second
got
night,
one more. And he
Over.
came and we said,
Yep.
when you got another fight, you hit us up,
here I am.
and here he is.
Here I am.
Yeah.
Man of your word, we're a man of ours.
A big thing is like, I never planned on stopping my last fight, so I wasn't satisfied with that being my last.
Yeah.
The biggest thing of all was like my daughter Aubrey. She was around for a lot of my career, you know. And since my daughter Scarlett was born, I haven't had any fights. I want her to be like I was alive when my dad was still fighting.
That's dope.
I want that.
Right.
You know, and that drives me to go in and fucking fight hard. Like,
Oh yeah.
you know, and having them both there while I'm preparing for the fight, while I'm, you know, they're not in the gym, but they're there. They see it. They
see.
You know, my wife, Tita, she put the poster up on my back door. So when I walked in today, it was actually surprised me, like,
dope.
because it
That's
wasn't up. I got home and I'm like, oh, there it is. Like, that was motivation. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's what it's
Let's
all
get it.
about. My house, like, under my roof, like, I'm ready to fight for them.
Nice.
You know, and now my kids, when they come in, they get to see me up there on the poster right by the door.
That's
Like,
so
oh, Dad
dope.
has a
Yeah.
fight coming up.
Oh, you got me.
You know?
fucking- Damn, bro.
It's a whole lot of it's a lot of passion.
Listen,
for
I
it.
know this man and then this dude that you're fighting, like, you whatever, 11-0, 13-0,
It don't mean nothing.
it don't
It
mean shit, yo. Like,
nothing.
No,
when
it
you
don't
know
mean
this is
nothing, man.
the last dance, the last, what'd you call it?
Final chapter.
The
Final chapter. That's a man with nothing to lose, man.
Well, that's exactly where it is because I'm not going in to get no contract. I'm not saying this is my last fight because I'm fucking hungry.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm on my final go. This is my final chapter I'm writing. And like my mentality right now is like I don't have a perfect record. I don't have that 11-0. But I fought Olympians. I fought top prospects, guys who have one of my guys I fought at the Garden, he didn't lose one round in the Olympics. He was a gold Olympian. He didn't lose one round. You know, and you look at records around here that are perfect, they're fighting, you know, rollovers, people that are flying in. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. Business aspect, do what you got to do, build your confidence. But for me, going into this fight is like, that it's all passion. There's like, I'm not going in for a pretty record. I'm not going in to get a big contract. I'm not expecting to go in and win and somebody comes up, hey, sign this contract. We need you. Whether that happens or not, I don't need it. That's not what I'm going in for. I'm going in because I love this shit. I'm going in for my family. I'm going in because I didn't think I was going to be able to go in again. And now I get to fucking do what I love doing again.
She's about to cry.
Seriously though, at 36 years old, I've been fighting since like 2010, 2011. I won the New England Golden Gloves in 2012. This is my 30th pro fight, all together with MMA, Muay Thai, bare knuckle boxing, my 20th pro boxing fight. 36 years old. I got to go, not that I like doing this, but I get to do my weight cut again. I get to go through that again, which I'm loving. Like dude, I've been fucking
That's a
to
rare
a
one to
T.
hear. That's a rare one to hear.
As a fighter, you hate that.
Yeah.
But it's been 2 years, and I didn't know if I was going to get the opportunity.
So
again.
now it's just like,
So now I'm like, I love this, yo. I'm bringing
part
this
of the
back.
journey.
And
Yeah,
like,
bro.
I'm soaking everything up. Like I'm enjoying everything.
So we did this last time. I asked you about what a day of training looks like, but now you're in fight mode 100%. So from you get 11 in the morning from work, from when you get out of work till when you get home. What does your days look like? What does your training throughout the week looks like?
So we call them off and on days, and really they're not off. So basically almost every other day I'm seeing my coach right after work. So I'm up at 2 in the morning. I go to work 3 to 10:30, 11, and then I'm rushing right to Haverhill. All right, I'm going to see my coach. We got work lined up for at least a couple hours, whatever he has doing, pad work, bag work, some circuit training for some endurance.
Yep.
Just smoking me, pretty much. But now we're mixing in. We have a schedule put together with sparring too. So we got a couple sparring days during the week. And then my off days are me running 3 to 6 miles and some bag work. So at my house. So, and intervals of sprints. So one day I might do like a longer run, but then one day I might do intervals of sprinting. So I'm taking like 30 seconds to haul ass. Yeah. And I'm back to jogging. Then a minute passes, I go 30 seconds hauling ass. So like there's no off days. Yeah. I do get an off day. We scheduled it in one day a week, get a full 24-hour rest, rejuvenate, and then we're right back to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question when it comes to training, like, because I hear this topic get brought up a lot when it comes to like combat, mainly MMA. What do you feel about like sparring? Do you feel like after a certain point of you being in the profession that you're like, don't necessarily need to spar? I can just kind of get around with hitting the mitts, going to bag work, run in, get my training.
Yeah, I don't believe that you should abandon it altogether. You definitely need it because like, what's the number one thing we're going to do?
Fight.
You know, no matter how much cardio you're doing, you're not preparing yourself for that kind of cardio because it's 100% different. Yeah. It's like you could run all you want, you could hit the bag all you want, but when someone's right there grabbing you, punching, you guys are going full force at each other, that's a different type of cardio. I mean, you gain all that cardio and endurance, but then when you're in that real life
adrenaline
moment,
too.
Adrenaline kicks in, everything. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So like, I think sparring, as you get older, you might not need it as much, but you still need sparring.
Yeah, because you have like the Max Holloways. He doesn't spar anymore versus our boy Sean Strickland. That's all he does. He only spars.
Like, you need some punches thrown at you.
Just spar.
But Max Holloway says he doesn't, but we don't know what's going on behind that.
You're not wrong.
I mean, I can't imagine someone like Max Holloway.
That's like you saying, like, I have a 3-point contest coming up on Saturday. I shot the mini threes. I don't need to shoot around.
Yeah, I know where the basket
you don't need to, but you're going to.
I know where the basket is. Because every fight is different too. So you're you find you and your coach find fighters to line up. You don't just get anybody in there to spar.
Yeah.
You line people up who are like gonna be
like
your opponents.
Like if you're playing another football team and they have like a Lamar Jackson, a scout quarterback, like you know what I mean, someone that can mimic who you're
have to
playing
mimic
against that
your
week.
game. Yeah, so
it'll be the
like
same thing.
I can't imagine someone like him not sparring because like types of fights you get, you have to figure that out.
You got
Your
to get
game
like the
plan.
muscle memory needs to be.
That's
It's
what I
probably not
feel.
as
I
hard.
feel like I don't know about sparring heavy, like in terms of like training, like your training camp, like scheduling more sparring than you do like
Right,
everything else,
yeah.
like strength and conditioning, etc.
Yep.
But I find that like you have to have it because, like you said, you have to see what it is. that
Yeah,
you're
there's
doing.
I don't
movement.
know how you have a training camp without sparring. I don't understand.
Yeah,
How would
right.
you?
I
feel
like
like
it's just
built in
everything else.
regardless.
Yeah.
But it's how hard you go. That's all it really is.
Yeah. And I do believe that not every sparring has to be hard, but you do need some hard sparring. You need some lessons learned, and you need to give some
I think
lessons.
specifically early for sure. Like when you're
Yeah,
starting
right.
out because you need to feel getting hit.
Yeah.
before you get into that ring.
Yeah,
There's a
exactly.
fading point where like you get to like a couple weeks, then you get to a week, and you start. All right, let's pan out a little bit, and then you start maybe like going with somebody who's not that good for you. They're still good partners, but somebody you can kind of work your confidence with to finalize. So you're feeling good going in. Like, all right,
absolutely.
I did everything I had to,
Yeah.
and now I'm feeling good. That was a good sparring session.
I think it's so smart. It's like football camp. You do uppers and then you'll do like full pads or you do helmets only. There's like a
Exactly.
reason
It's-
for everything. You need to feel that
There's a
contact.
reason
thinking
for
about that
everything.
too.
Yeah.
So before we move on, so fight day. I always like when we got fighters here. I always like to hear there. I don't know if last episode because again you
It's
weren't.
time.
You didn't have a fight coming up at the time, so I don't know if we even brought this up at last time you were here. And if you haven't watched that episode, go ahead and check that out.
Very good episode. One of my favorites.
Follow his career and some dope stuff. You definitely watch that if you haven't watched that yet. But what does fight day look for you from the moment you wake up to the is it a nighttime fight?
Yeah, nighttime fight.
you have the whole day
I'll probably fight around 9:30. Do you want me to be honest? It's kind of a get up and move kind of thing, like just kind of move my hands a little bit. But most of the day is lazy, bro.
I would assume like you
I-
conserve your energy, like
Yeah,
right?
I got pictures of me in the back room taking a nap. Before warming up though. 'Cause fighters have to go in there early. So like we're trapped in there, like oh shit.
So if your
Yeah.
fight's at 9, how early is early? That you're in the
Maybe
actual
like
building?
6.
Okay.
3 hours sitting there though,
All right.
or maybe
Yeah, no,
even
absolutely.
maybe
That does kinda
5.
sound
Maybe
crazy.
check in
Like,
at 5.
You don't even realize
4 hours,
for like
3
4
hours.
hours sitting there waiting to fight. It sounds
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, it
Just like,
is.
Yeah, but are you
That's
before you
not-
drive up to the arena, you just sitting on your couch chilling before like
Wake up.
ready, you know?
My wife's always with me. Tita's always with me. I meet up with my coaches. Go get a nice big breakfast.
Yep.
Game plan and something
The
like that.
yeah, talk game plan. Kind of like take it in, relax. Don't do anything that's gonna kind of take your mind elsewhere. Keep your mind on the fight, but don't do anything that's gonna make your body react in a negative way.
No superstitions.
Stay relaxed.
Don't pull a Roy Jones.
No, not really.
No, like I got the certain pair of shoes. I got to wear the red laces on the right and the blue laces on the left. Nothing like that.
Nah.
My favorite T-shirt, never washed.
Same underwear every
I
fight.
don't wash any shirts, so that's no problem. Nah, not really. Not that I can remember, dude. It's been a bit, but I don't think so. Nah.
Nice.
I
Like, you hear
constantly,
some weird stuff, and you're just like,
right. I constantly think about my kids and my wife, and I think about my family all day
of
long
course,
when it's fight day.
Good motivator.
And I think a lot of fighters do. Like I forget which fighter it was, but he was in the back. He talks about how he was in the back, and he's like, "Why do I do this? Like, why am I doing this?" And I've done that before.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you're ready to go get punched, dude. All right. But like realistically, like that's like I love that shit, man.
No, you
Like,
have to.
That's what's made me is like I just love that. Everything about getting hit, fighting, it's like
It's who you are.
That's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the mentality I want all fighters to have.
Gotta have it.
So some people don't have it. And it's like you can tell. You can tell.
What I do
Yeah,
know
right.
definitely, if I'm sure, like you did your research to this fighter you're fighting, he did his research as well. And
yeah.
I'm sure when he looked you up, he looks at like, This shit ain't gonna be easy, man.
No.
This motherfucker's
Yeah,
willing to die on that goddamn fucking
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. So we've known each other actually. Not like we've never met personally, but we followed each other on like social medias. I know his coach and his team. He knows mine.
Yeah.
And nothing but respect. Like we
Absolutely.
obviously got all respect for each other, but come fight night, we're gonna kill each other.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we both definitely looking at obviously knowing what the other guys' flaws are, what their cons are, pros and cons.
Yeah.
And we're both working off that. So yeah, he knows he's in for a big fight.
Oh yeah.
And I know I'm in for a big fight. Even though I fought the caliber I did, everybody is an Olympian to me when I'm fighting them, no
Absolutely.
matter who they are.
That's how you're supposed to go in.
Yeah, everybody is the best fighter in the world. I'm fucking ready to die. You know what I mean?
You wonder why I be up until
Getting
3
chills.
a.m. watching this. You not hear him right now?
I'm
Like,
getting chills.
You want to know some funny shit though? What I do? Couple things leading to the fight. Since you're asking about that, day of weigh-ins usually sucks, but my cut's going really good. I've been fucking, like I said, coming back, not thinking I would be able to. My diet's been great, and so I'm eating right. Everything's going right. My cut's going good. But the day before the fight, I like to watch Troy. That's my favorite.
Okay.
That's my favorite movie before. Yo, I love that. And my
Him
favorite
fighting.
my
That's
favorite
dope.
scene that always like plays in my head is like I can't remember the word for word, but when that big dude that Brad Pitt kills, jumps up, the little boy goes and gets him. He goes, he wants to fight you. And he goes, I would never do that. And Brad Pitt's like, well, that's why no one will remember your name. That always sticks with me. That's like my favorite quote.
You know what's my favorite part of Troy is when he goes up. Was it a prince or he kills somebody? He kills a dude and he literally just ties him up to his carriage,
Drags him
and
around.
drags this
Drags him
motherfucker out
Yeah.
in front of his whole family.
In front of his brother. He's looking up
These
at him.
motherfuckers can't do shit.
Yeah.
Those are the rules
Hector,
back
I
then.
think it was Hector. Kills versus Hector.
Yeah, right.
Only,
That's what it
only
was.
Josh will remember these motherfuckers'
History.
names. Was that his real name?
Yeah, Hector.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
And
he's that
Hector
dude
Troy.
Hector that's in every movie named Hector.
Fast
You
and
know
the
the guy?
Furious. I just saw Fast X. I've been home under the weather for the last couple of days. I'm fine
Under the
now. Don't
weather.
worry about it.
And I
guys.
listen to hype songs. Like there's certain songs that I listen to when I'm in the back, getting my hands wrapped and stuff. But two funny ones I think you get a kick of. I'll share the secret here. Don't tell nobody.
We won't. We won't. It's just us here.
So I listened to Lion King. I just can't wait to be king.
Let's go.
This one might throw you off a little bit though. It's from Mulan. I'll make a man out of you.
That's it. That's a dope ass song.
If you watch the video,
I fucking love Mulan, bro.
it's her not up to par at all with any of them, obviously.
She fights her through.
But
went
then
through.
she works and she becomes better, and she's on the top of the pole, and she shoots that arrow.
that's so
Yeah.
dope.
So
That's
like
dope.
those songs drive me. Like,
I'm so happy you
it's
said
just
that.
funny little things.
Yeah, those work.
She's working hard, and then she becomes better. She gets to the top, and she grabs
That's
that
dope.
arrow and shoots it.
Do you
It's just
have
like,
a walkout song?
I do.
You don't have to tell us if you don't want to. You can make it a surprise. It's fine.
I'll give a shout out. I like when the longer the journey goes, the more I feel like it's good to have all the support with me and stuff. That's what I appreciate a lot. Like I said, like the longer I go, I'm just like, wow,
I've
so
seen
many
it, like-
people have followed me.
I see it on social media. Like once you announce it, a lot of people were supporting you. A lot of people were,
and they have been throughout my career,
Yeah,
and then
definitely.
new ones,
So I think I love about like Salem. We're a small town, but like Salem, I explained this to like my girlfriend's out of town. So I explained to her, like, yo, Salem as a community is as close as community
Yeah,
that
so
I know.
here's the thing. So like one of my fights, I came out to an artist from Lynn. This one I'm putting out. I'm coming out to Wolfie. You know Wolfie from Salem. He's a rap. Kevin Wolf.
That sounds very familiar. Very familiar.
Oh, I think. I don't know.
He sent me a dope song. I'm gonna come out to that.
That's dope.
So I like
Khalil
to
brought him up.
like I could
Shout
come
out,
out to shout out. I like to like I could come out to a song. A big rapper, everybody knows.
Yeah.
But then I got somebody from our city putting something out. Why not put him out there with?
And then I feel like once you come out to a song from a local person, feels like you have the town behind
Yeah,
you. You know what I mean?
Salem
Like,
World.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Salem World to the
Salem
death.
World.
Salem World.
We're here
Yeah.
for 806 is all about.
Yeah.
We know we've had a couple Lynn guys, a couple Peabody guys on here, and that's just because I have love for the North Shore and everybody around here. We'll have people from around the state, but don't get it twisted. Just Salem to the death all day.
It is exactly.
No matter
We gotta
what.
put a witch up.
Huh?
Gotta put a witch up.
Doyle got to write that check.
Need that sponsorship money.
I bet he would.
Shout out to Doyle.
Shout out to Tommy Doyle.
Real quick, I know this has been a fighting. Big shout out to Salem High Witches basketball team. Unfortunately, they didn't fall short, but they had a great season. And one thing I'm going to say, and I know he watches, Jordan Maxson is next. That boy had 29 in the last game after having 33. That boy is next. Hopefully, Salem, we can keep him in a day of people going prep and people doing whatever. I did tell him on the court, you better stay here or else. But, you know what I mean? I was like, yo, you better stay here or else. He said, I got you. I'm going to hold that to you. I'm going to hold that to you, Jordan. All right. Real quick before we move on to the Bofka set. Since the last time you've been here, you've gotten to this teaching kind of world that you've had these Boston classes that actually I've been trying to find, now that we've kind of been a little more flexible with our recording, that maybe we could stop by a class, bring some camera crew, Baldwin, bring the camera crew with us.
Got some
And
work
maybe,
going.
maybe you gotta let them know. You gotta let them know. I'll get you some pieces or some shit. But give us a little information about these classes. If anybody wants to join, where to go.
Yeah. So it's Mantis Boxing, but it's under Kraken Muay Thai.
Okay.
So Pete's the guy who runs Kraken Muay Thai. It's at Treehouse Fitness. It's a huge facility, got a lot going on in there. But that's where I run the boxing for Kraken Muay Thai.
Shout out Treehouse. I used to train there.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Great gym.
Yeah,
Great
how
gym.
long-
Not like
We
not
got a
like
ring
the-
now, mats downstairs, everything. Yeah. So it's I'm under Kraken Muay Thai, Mantis Boxing.
That's dope.
Right now, I teach Tuesday nights at 7 and Saturday mornings at 8:30. So
Not
you
bad.
got to wake up,
Yeah.
eat your strong breakfast, and come in.
Some Kellogg's.
So it's only a couple days right now, but I'm going to be expanding my days, so I'll have more chance, more of a chance for people to get in there more.
dope.
But yeah, come in if you want to get in shape or you want to
Right.
compete. I'm big
So-
on people competing.
I told these guys, like, listen, right now, security's not really in our budget. So sometimes when we're out, I love the fans, but people come up to us sometimes, and we don't always know your intentions, so we're always on guard. So a nice self-defense class.
Exactly.
Well done. That's not what we're talking about. Are we out with the high kicks? Yeah. This man loves high kicks.
You gotta practice. You gotta be
I got to see it,
on
though.
my knees.
Bro, every time, so we live together. So literally, you be walking in the living room just doing high kicks. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? You always gotta stay ready, man. You always gotta stay ready.
I know it. I've been working on the flying knee. I've been working on it.
Yeah.
The knees, you never know.
You
I'll
gotta
tell you
work
right
the
now,
knee.
Hell yeah.
I'm not flexible a slight bit. Right?
I'm very fast.
I don't know. You get that kick pretty high up there,
dog.
man.
90 miles
But
per hour.
I feel like the more I try it, eventually I will be able to get a good.
Hell yeah.
I think you can do the high kick can do some damage. Though.
right?
Juan, you weren't here last episode. We were here. So last episode, I asked him like, how much does it suck to really be kicked in the head? And Josh made fun of me like, man, why would you ask that question? Obviously, it hurts a lot. I stand by it. That's a good question because like I'd never been kicked in my head in my life. So if you didn't watch the last episode, it sucks. That's what Matt told us.
Hurts.
Noted. Hold on, write that down.
My,
Write that down.
my
It sucks.
first, my second amateur MMA fight, I fought a third-degree black belt in karate. Not the best in MMA though. He fought everything, so he was a good fighter. But I'm saying, he was good at kicks. And it was the first time I got kicked in the head. And I got kicked in the side of my head, and I swear after the fight, it was like a dinosaur's back. I won that fight, though. And he's my buddy through the years. Like
dope.
we became, tight, but yeah, dude, it was
That's
like a
just mad.
dinosaur back, a shit to the
That's just
head.
him. Like, if you kick any of us three in the back of the head, we will not be friends. We will not.
Insane. So yeah, he cracked me in the side of my head, but we boys now.
Nah, that's,
Yeah,
not,
we boys.
that's not how 806 works.
Yo, so at Mantis Boxing at Kraken Muay
Yes.
Thai, 121 Liberty Street in Danvers.
okay.
We got a
close
good
by.
crew. Everybody's close there with the boxing crew. My gym, I wanted to shout out
ahead.
Haverhill Inner City Boxing. That's where I train. My main coach, Sean Farley. And the cool thing about this camp that I wanted to mention is I got a message from one of my old coaches, Bill Murphy, who he was my coach at the Foxwoods when I fought there. Yeah. He coached me in a couple MMA fights. He coached me for the 2012 Golden Gloves. He messaged me because he's an insane cut man. That's he's a real good one. He messaged me. He said, "Hey." I pulled him out of retirement. This is the second time he's come out of retirement for me.
Nice.
And
What's up?
So he loves being there with me. He's like, hey, listen, I don't know if you guys need a cut, man, but I'll hop in there and just do it. I'd love to be there.
Support.
That's so dope.
So on top of being the cut man, him and Sean linked up, and they pretty much side by side coaching me. So now he's coaching me too. So both of them are working together,
That's dope.
which is big for me. Like
It's full circle. Final chapter.
Everybody
Final
chapter. The whole team back together.
I got two coaches that I really trust.
Dope.
I really put a lot of faith in, and like they put a lot of faith in me. So like everything worked out. I wanted to say that.
That's beautiful. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So now we have reached my favorite part of the episode. The DJ Bufka set of questions.
You are now in the mix. You are now in the mix with DJ Bufka.
The DJ Bufka set of questions is a game we play at the end of every episode. It's pretty simple. We ask you two different options. You choose A or B.
It's either a red pill or a blue pill. Please don't pick no orange or purple. People do it. Happened last episode.
Is it pills or A and B?
It's A and B. Either
Yeah,
way,
pills.
it's
Okay.
one or the other. That's it.
All right.
I know, man. We
pick a
had
C.
Manny.
All right.
Don't pick an A, B.
Yeah.
A and B together. Don't do that either.
Don't throw us off, man. We won't sleep tonight.
One or the other. That's it.
No, we got it. We're trained.
Got this.
First question is always the same. And you've been here before, but because of the Manny G rule number 1, he has a second rule now.
Yeah.
We have to ask you this again because he changed his answer.
All right.
Jordan or LeBron?
Jordan.
Let's go.
Beautiful.
I like LeBron. Jordan.
It's okay. There's no explanation.
Yeah, yeah, right.
No, I like that.
Juan, you're also participating.
Jordan.
Thank you.
Let's go.
You almost lost your job. You said LeBron.
Yo, is there a winner or loser here?
No, there's not.
All right.
But
The fans
might be,
win
there
regardless
might
what
be
your
the
answer
comments.
says.
We don't know.
There's
I would've taken a little longer.
right or wrong answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Always pick A.
You're gonna pick one. They're gonna be like, "Are you sure?"
All right. So because we have a bona fide badass fighter with us,
Okay.
Yeah.
Juan and Matt. I'm playing. All these are all right. Who would win in a fight?
Okay.
One or the other one?
Juan or Matt?
No.
I go Matt.
I'm 45-0 in UFC 5. All right.
Come on. But I would love to see that.
I don't think
All
I
right. Shaq
would. Okay.
or the 806 crew? Who wins in a fight?
I mean,
Like 3 versus 1.
You guys got RG the assassin over here. What you
versus
mean?
one.
Like
Let's
that's
get
all
it.
you need.
Yeah, you said
guys
high
take the
kick.
sidelines. You're the high kick heavyweight champion.
Is it that high?
Bro,
You said you're not that
I
flexible.
don't even think
That high kick's a body kick to Shaq.
Yeah.
He's hitting his knees.
Yeah.
I don't think I
that
can reach
flexible.
Harold right now. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I got
Harold's pretty tall.
That's
Test that out after the
6'3",
cameras turn
whatever,
off.
Ham?
You know what I mean?
probably like a shorter person.
You kick a motherfucker in his chest.
Yeah.
Sparring kick to the chest. I'll do that.
No, I would definitely go with Shaq.
I would too. In our previous episode,
But I pointed to you guys.
our previous episode, there was a question. I don't know how this came up. We were just talking.
Cam
shooting the
Newton.
shit.
Got that Cam Newton.
Cam Newton thing where he got jumped.
yeah.
So we, if you haven't watched the episode, just
We're
drop.
on a little rant.
Go ahead and watch that. We went on a rant. If we could jump Shaq, us three, I was in the
I
belief
think we could.
that we're gonna
I'll tell you
slap
right
on
now,
all of
I
us.
think tabletop.
He's an older guy too.
Maybe.
If you don't
I
believe
think-
you can, you won't.
That's why I got
That means
money
you
on
gotta
him.
do it then.
Yeah.
Now you're really gonna do
Well,
it.
he tagged them on the post, so hopefully Shaq answered.
They're gonna have him on the. They're gonna have him on the podcast one day.
Nah, maybe I go with you guys.
I got to
A little training,
3
a
on
little
1.
training with Mantis boxes.
Yeah.
We might
Well,
be
that's
able
where,
to get
remember 121 Liberty Street, remember?
We'll be there. We'll be playing this Shaq fight.
If we're trying to fight Shaq, motherfucker, we'll
Yeah,
be there.
we
We
are.
need all the help we can get. Adios high kick can't save us from everything.
Hell yeah.
Leg kick.
Oh no!
Chop
If
him
it
down.
was realistically, if he really reached out because he tagged him, if he was to reach out, like let's do it. I would do it
I'm doing it if you take me out.
because
I'll meet
of
Shaq.
how much that would help the show.
How much I love Shaq. How I fight Shaq.
He's like, for the show and another one off my list.
I tagged T-Pain for the fight with Ariel. T-Pain don't want it.
Beat me, man.
You don't need us to T-Pain. Y'all can handle T-Pain.
I think I can handle T-Pain.
What's your answer?
I got them, bro. Are you kidding?
Let's go.
For sure. What you mean?
Is this what?
I did change mine too, though. I'm thinking of all the angles.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So what I was
love
thinking is like,
strategy.
all right,
Like 250.
somebody's gonna get knocked out immediately. Like, slept. If we all run at him, someone's getting punched.
Just aim
Not,
someone.
it doesn't mean he's gonna
Okay,
connect.
You got a decorated athlete. You got a pure assassin, Melvin.
I've
You know, like,
I've seen Shaq win.
Let me ask you
Verse,
something, Shaq.
Yeah, right? Do you remember him on the Celtics?
Yes.
He has no knees left.
I know. I
His
seen him
knees
run,
are not my
run
concern.
versus
He
fucking
trains
Jet.
though. He does some. He does some.
he's a
police
He does some.
officer. You know what, President?
Yeah, he definitely.
You know
police
why,
officer,
President?
a
Because I
DJ.
believe, as a leader, he does. He does.
That's great.
Yeah.
better than he did when he was on the Celtics.
He's a
He
leader.
looks great.
He looks.
Right.
He's still old.
As a leader of this
No knees.
806 crew,
You get knocked out?
I feel like I'm gonna be knocked out first. I feel like I'm gonna be the person over the hill
Punch him
first.
so fucking hard.
Can't do nothing.
You have to.
You have
But
to.
think about this: like he's still a human being with a regular skull and
bleeds.
a brain behind
I
it.
don't know about a regular skull.
But
He's also 7 foot.
and he also,
So,
you know what I'm saying? He's the brain. You don't
I'm
want to
saying
He's a human.
I can definitely hit stick him
Shout out
off
to
his
our
feet.
confidence, though.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Like, boom, now we're on the same height.
We got the captain of the football team.
I see Kenny the Jet Smith and him race. I don't think he's that
That race
crazy.
has nothing
like,
to do with us beating us.
No,
up.
it does. He's not as.
Yeah,
Got
that's what
it.
I'm saying. The knees
Yeah,
are
but
bad.
if he like Cam Newton, if he grabs one of us by the
Cam
fucking
Newton-
Cam
shirt,
Newton is in
if he grabs one of us by the shirt, we're done.
now you go
Yeah.
1, 2, and then one in the middle. You know.
Yeah, I'm the man in the middle getting knocked out, bro.
Yeah, but you want for the
That's
team, bro.
your
Come on.
body, dude.
I'll
He's
take it
grabbing
for the
your whole
team.
body.
For the 806 views,
They're gonna wake you up. And they're like, we got the win, bro. We got the
do
win.
you think if we all just try to tackle
Yeah.
them all at once,
I
we
wouldn't
take them
even
down?
ask if they got the win.
Yes.
While I last
Yes.
waking up, y'all got that on film.
Yeah.
Please tell me you got that on camera.
3-person takedown. Pause. Like,
You gotta grab the back,
That's crazy.
back of his legs.
that's what I said.
Back.
Tabletop that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Bomb, he's down.
All right, ready?
We got it.
Yeah.
In the anime world,
I
we
love
lost
anime.
an absolute legend this week.
Gotta bring that up right now. You hurt my
Akira
feelings.
Toriyama, rest in peace.
Rest
We
in
support
peace
the
to
official
the
release,
creator
man.
of our entire childhood.
Make
No,
King
literally,
Yama bring you in.
You know what's crazy? I'm still watching. I'm rewatching it too.
It's all right, we're gonna get all the Dragon Balls and get you back, boy. Don't worry about that. Goku or Superman in the fight.
Goku, easy. Oh, sorry.
First of all, I
I
don't like
feel
your
like
tone
I have
over
to
there.
say Goku now.
No, don't be afraid. I'm not sold on Goku.
Superman.
It's fucking Superman, bro.
Superman.
Goku.
I feel you, Goku. But
got
then,
Goku.
like,
If he doesn't kill him,
you know
he
what it
only
is,
gets
though?
stronger.
it's the whole kryptonite.
That's an issue. And if we're going with like if we're gonna say like most recent Superman and most recent Goku, Goku's unlocked several levels of Super Saiyan.
Yeah, it's
He's
getting
gotten colors. There's different like
Yeah, he
ultra
can
it's getting a little crazy.
Yeah.
There's the instant transmission. He can teleport. It's a whole thing. You know what I mean? The man is a problem.
Yeah,
I gotta go.
I think he's
He can blow up
faster
a planet. You know what I mean? Like easy.
Oh, still can Goku. I mean, I'm going Superman. But yeah, it's yeah.
But he's got to like fly through like
It's
a
his
core or
weakness
something
is the
like that to do
problem.
That, you know?
Goku will not bring out kryptonite to fight Superman.
No,
So
Nah,
he's
he
like,
wants to
he'll
fight.
bring out these hands.
That's all he
Left
needs.
and right. Let's get it.
Fair and square. He's like, nah, I don't want to win the
He
cheap
has
way.
never not
Right.
been like, I want a fair fight. He's given his.
That's why Goku's always been
Sensu
dope.
bean.
He's like,
dope.
like getting the sensu bean. Like,
Goku, even with the entire universe on the line, the man always fights with honor.
wants
to-
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
He's never gonna cheat no way. Like,
honor,
he's
but
never
yeah.
gonna trick the opponent into
Right, but
beating
like-
him.
he's
That's
like,
not,
he's
He's
bro.
a fight. Yeah.
But like Frieza, he was told, like, was it King Kai? He was like, yo, just go in there, grab everybody, get out of there.
Nah,
He's like,
bro.
yeah, I got you. yeah. Yo, right to fight him. That's all. Yeah.
The minute, that's one of my favorite scenes ever in Dragon Ball Z. The minute he comes through, the Ginyu Force is just fucking killing it on Namek. And he pulls up and just stays there and kills something with one elbow, nigga. Just- I was like, oh, Goku's back.
Yeah.
He stands on his head and shit like, you disrespectful.
Rude. Goku's
They'll
a
shoot
rude
at him, he
motherfucker.
just goes, you see me? All right.
Did you see the foot marks in the ground?
Yeah,
You
like,
rude motherfucker.
oh, he moved?
It's crazy.
Shout out Akira Toriyama.
All right.
Classics.
Shout out to T-shirt, but Rocky.
I know him.
Yeah, Adrian.
Against Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah, Mike Tyson.
Rocky needs to get angry to be able to fight. Mike Tyson's
Can
getting
he?
him out there
One thing-
before he gets angry.
Rocky
it matters.
keeps his hands down.
Great. Great.
Yo,
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was watching
All
clips
the
of
time.
Rocky against Creed.
Sometimes it's like really like.
Yo, I don't know who's Rocky's penis. This motherfucker didn't block one punch,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah. Maybe he doesn't get knocked out, but yeah, he gets battered, and it's a
bro.
fun fight to watch.
That's what I'm saying. I think
didn't have his hands
Tyson
up.
gets
He's
him out of
literally
there early. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's keeping those hands
right.
low against Iron
Yeah,
Mike Tyson.
Rocky's
yeah.
lost a lot.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly.
He's
It just happened to be an amazing performance of you taking punishment, but you lost.
Yeah, you lost.
Yeah.
Tyson's gonna be like, I'm gonna knock you out.
Shout out Rocky though.
Who do I like more though? Yeah, Rocky would be.
Oh,
there.
for
But
sure,
I'm
Rocky.
picking Tyson on the win.
Oh yeah,
You going to Philly? You running up those steps? You gotta do the whole.
Yeah, right.
There's no way you visit Philly
And you don't run up
not
those
run
steps.
up those steps.
I never went.
I'm sure there's a
You
lot
went
of
to
people
Philly?
who
You didn't run the stairs?
they're like,
I don't know where the stairs are.
I don't
either.
understand what the stairs are. I literally would. I think it's like
Rocky
City Hall or some shit.
Nah, if I went there, I would definitely.
How
run.
do you? How do you not?
Yeah,
There
you
used to
got
be
to.
a
Especially as a
statue
fighter,
Yeah,
You know,
you got to do it.
It's always sunny Philadelphia. I went to that bar.
that's a good one.
That's dope.
You
That's
do both
dope.
in the same
Yeah.
trip though. You know what I mean?
I just didn't think of that. I don't know why I didn't think of Rocky.
Here's a question though: do you go to the steps and then the bar? Or do you go to the bar and then the steps? Because one's way
Steps
worse
in the
than
bar.
other.
You ain't making the steps when you go to the bar. No. Yeah.
Yeah, go with
Bro,
hammer.
it's a lot of steps.
You go to Ben from Ben Franklin.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
where
exactly. Oh, dude, you're like 5 stairs up. You're 5 stairs up, thinking you went all the way up. No, seriously. Show you a picture, 5 steps.
Double the camera angle. It'll look like
Yeah,
you made it all the way up
exactly.
there.
Yeah.
It'll look like you did
How
it.
high is it really? You know?
You know what? You're right. You don't need a video of me going.
You get the right angle.
I
You
get
made
the
it.
right angle. I just gotta go up like 15 steps to be like,
Yeah,
Instagram will be
exactly.
like, wow. You know what I mean?
He
They'll be
did
all
it.
right. Yeah,
You're not
he'll be
even
okay.
there.
my mom boys would call me
We're in
out.
Salem.
In-
You're at the post
yeah,
office
yeah,
in Salem, just
Yeah.
No, I would go to the right place. I don't know how to climb all those steps. All
Bum, bum.
right, next
What you
one.
got?
Pure street fight.
Okay.
Brock Lesnar or Tyson Fury.
Brock Lesnar.
Lesnar. A
Easy.
street fight?
yeah,
Easy.
Brock Lesnar.
Easy.
Yeah.
A street fight.
Yeah, Brock
You said
Lesnar.
boxing.
Fucking
Okay, Tyson
bulldoze
Fury.
that takedown.
Oh,
But
for sure.
this motherfucker
quick.
is a collegiate champion, Brock Lesnar, and a UFC champion,
I don't see Tyson
and a WWE
pivoting
champion.
out of
He's a
the way
UFC
of that
champion?
takedown too quick.
Yeah.
Lesnar, yeah, he won.
He won the heavyweight
That's
championship.
his second fight.
Yeah. They brought him in as a savage. They were just like,
I
oh, we
know,
got this
but-
killer here.
Unleash.
I thought he was good, but didn't get
No,
the
he got
championship.
it. He got it. Like,
He
literally
might be the
2
most
months
violent
back.
He had like
motherfucker.
really big
Right.
fights, got like the title, and he's had like
Yeah,
very
yeah.
big fights. But I would, if you're gonna put him on like a Mount Rushmore of MMA, absolutely not. Like, he's just a
Yeah, he's not a legend,
Frank
but he's a
Mir.
legend.
Yeah.
It's like he's a legend, but he's not.
Brock
Yeah.
Lesnar is like Bo Jackson, where it's like he was short stint, but he's down.
You gotta give it to Brock.
Yeah.
He was literally an MMA fighter, a WWE superstar. He was in the NFL roster, so that
Yeah,
motherfucker's a
right.
freak
And
athlete.
Vikings, right?
And wasn't he a
Yeah,
wrestler
Vikings.
too? Like,
Yeah, national
yeah.
champion.
Yeah.
real
Shout out
wrestler.
his daughter in shot put right now.
She's
killing
doing
it.
records too.
It's
Have
insane.
you seen her?
His twin, dude.
Yeah,
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 literally.
yeah.
Have you seen her? I was like, oh, you're Brock's daughter.
Yeah, I'd
yeah.
run from that.
The comments are funny.
Jesus.
They like said her name. They're like Lesnar, like the Lesnar, and they're like, yeah. Then you see the photo of her, and you're like, yeah, that's that Lesnar.
Yeah.
That's the shoulders. Just.
Yeah, those,
it's his
that
face.
neck, dude.
Like his son doesn't look really like
Yo,
him,
so
but his
if,
daughter
if my
does.
memory was right, and I'm pretty sure he went to Minnesota.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's nothing to do in Minnesota, so
But
this motherfucker
wrestle.
just pounding beers and fucking people up.
Yeah.
So I'm very afraid of Brock Lesnar.
Or you should be. Have
dude.
you heard his Stone Cold impression? It's really good.
Is it?
He does a
Is it?
really good
Okay.
Stone
No
Cold
shit,
impression.
huh?
I don't
When
know,
you're
like,
around them, you
I don't
should
think we never saw that fight, right? I don't think we saw Stone Cold
I
against.
don't know.
Stone Cold is so
D1
cool.
wrestling
Yeah,
gold
the man.
285. Yeah, 285 for 2000.
Jesus Christ.
That's all neck.
I'm sure it's natural, bro.
No, it's his body, but yeah.
You mentioned him early in the episode, but Anderson Silva or Bruce Lee street fight.
Oh,
Street fight?
Street fight. This ain't Hollywood. This ain't
Anderson
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Anderson Silva.
Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
Against,
That's sweep.
against the dragon?
Anderson Silva.
Sweep.
Still Anderson Silva.
Against the dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Yes.
works better? Well,
What if he does the Liu Kang and turns into a dragon?
Jeet Kune Do is more
Do-
of
do-
a.
do we-
What if
it's an
Anderson Silva
MMA
turns
as-
into a
but it was
spider?
beginning.
Hey, does anyone know the real answer if he's an actual good fighter?
They say
Nobody
Not,
knows.
not really.
Yeah, people say yeah, and then some people are like, I don't know.
Have you seen the movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Long time ago.
Yeah.
So
That's
It
all.
shows
Lucas
them-
is- Yeah, they make fun of it.
They have like a scene in that where Brad Pitt, or I forget who he's supposed to represent, but there's
like a stunt fighter or some
yeah,
shit.
but there was
Yeah,
like
yeah,
an
yeah.
actual
It's a real
moment
guy,
in history
yeah.
where like a stunt fighter basically fought him and like, all right, let's just put these hands up and let's
Yeah,
scrap.
yeah,
And he
right.
just whooped his ass. Like, it
Yeah,
was
yeah,
easy.
that's
It
what
wasn't
I'm
even-
saying.
It
though.
was more of a grappling. Like, yeah, you can't get out of this.
What if
Yeah.
he's like what's his face? That dude that does like the Wei Chung or whatever. What's
Yeah,
his-
Wing Chun?
Ip Man.
No. The
Ip Man is
Gunman?
crazy.
No, the he used to be an action star. Now he's like
Jean-Claude Van Damme?
with the black sunglasses.
Steven
Steven
Seagal?
Seagal.
Steven Seagal,
Yeah.
yeah, Steven Seagal kind of
Yeah.
guy. You know what I mean?
Aikido.
Yeah, he does
Bushido, whatever
Aikido.
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah,
That's
Aikido.
different.
My mom had me
Yeah.
convinced this man was a fucking
Legit.
Olympic fighter.
For
bro.
some reason,
Blew him out.
Steven
Putin
Seagal.
blew him out,
Yo,
bro.
why? Because I met a bunch of other Dominicans who love him. Why do Dominicans love Steven
They
Seagal?
kept-
I don't
he has-
understand.
he has
It
so
has to
many
be like
movies.
these, like
Yeah.
the old school movies that shown in DR.
Yeah.
It has to be that.
They translate it into Spanish and put it on Telemundo or whatever, and it's always on. He has like 900 of them.
Yeah.
I saw
So
the
it's
interview
like,
today.
I love him.
You know what I'm
Right.
thinking about it? That's how I know him.
That
from.
is-
That's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
how I
yeah.
know him.
So I and people are like, why do you watch YouTube all the time? Because of random facts like this. So I saw an interview where they said the reason that like people, comedians and like other actors don't translate overseas is because the only thing that translate overseas is action. That's why niggas like
These
Steven
hands.
Seagal, Jackie Chan, Tom Cruise, all these actors. That's what translate. That's why these
makes
motherfuckers
sense.
are
Yeah,
famous.
that makes
Because
a lot of
action
sense.
and getting your ass whipped translate all over the world.
Yeah, right.
Comedy
Yeah.
always hit everywhere.
Comedy like
Nuances, too many little things.
and it's superhero movies, obviously. But
Yeah.
like
Which is action.
yeah, anything like a comedy movie, it's hard for you to get paid a lot of money because overseas, like
You gotta hear it. You gotta.
Yeah.
Right.
different over there too. Like
Different.
they have different like references and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, right.
Cultural differences are like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That wouldn't be
Right.
accepted
One
over
thing
here.
doesn't. Yeah, coordinate with the other.
the next one. And this beef has been going on since I was in high school. In a street fight, 50 Cent or Ja Rule.
In a street fight.
50 Cent.
I'd say 50 Cent.
I'll say
too.
50 Cent too.
Yeah.
He was like an
Kanan.
actual. He did boxing for real.
Off of the
Yeah.
video game alone, 50 Cent.
Bulletproof.
Bulletproof, shout out.
Shootout.
It's a shout out.
And shootout.
Yeah.
And nigga gets shot 9 times and lives. It's,
Yeah, I think we're gonna go with 50.
It's just so funny when like the whole I don't know if it was real, but apparently like 50 Cent bought like the first 2 rows.
He
of,
does.
like-
He does. It was like 4 rows, but yeah, it was awesome.
He was like, "You guys feeling me?" Nobody said anything. He's like, "All right."
Oh, yeah.
So imagine like
Yeah, dude.
someone haunting you through your entire career.
I think
Can't
that
even
is
get
the
away from
funniest-
it.
Being petty.
50 Cent being petty is the funniest thing he's done with his career ever. The him versus Mayweather thing is
Hilarious.
I will
Yeah,
pay you.
mad
I will
funny,
give
dude.
$50,000 to any charity of your choice if you can read 1 page of a Harry Potter book. Like that's
Yeah.
insane.
Hilarious.
Fucking
hilarious.
he took his like
The brand.
street bullying and put it into like
It's his
social
brand.
media.
Yeah,
And, like,
right.
took- oh man,
It's funny because he'll roast people, and then at the end of the whole caption will just be him tagging his brands.
Yeah.
He's a marketing
Hell yeah.
genius.
It's
he
so
really is.
good. It's so
The
good.
marketing. All right. In the fight we've all been waiting for.
Dun-dun-dun.
You know we've all been waiting for this fight. This ain't Mayweather Pacquiao. This ain't no fucking Crawford Canelo. This is the fight we've been wanting. Donkey Kong
Ooh, okay.
versus King Kong.
Oh,
That's easy. That's not even a
yeah.
question.
Hours of research.
Not even.
Are we
Donkey
taking-
Kong is this fucking
I
big
was gonna-
competitive.
That's just like a.
Like, what is this?
I was gonna say, are we pulling him out of the TV as is, or is it like a big version of Donkey Kong?
I think we
Does he get the
One-
barrels? Does he have to go through the ladder system? What is the setting?
I think they're
Man,
both
I
same
don't-
size.
One's big enough to
Yeah, they're
say,
the
fuck
same
the ladder
size.
system. I
Donkey
reached you
Kong
here.
at King Kong's size.
Okay.
Banana gun, he said.
That wind up.
Does he get the
Banana
jetpack?
I
gun.
just want to note this is the
That's
most
Diddy, I
Harold's
think.
ever talked during an episode in the last 2 years. But go ahead.
Does he get what's that little when he throws the barrel and the little monkey comes
He gets
out?
all
That's what I'm
that.
saying.
Diddy Kong?
He gets
His little
Diddy
son?
too.
All right, he gets all of it.
He gets all of it.
All right,
Oh,
King
then
Kong.
that Kong.
Cool. Just
That nigga climbed a building.
King Kong got kids down too.
The man was knocking out planes,
Stop
dude.
it.
He fought and now is teaming up with Godzilla, and you're like him or Donkey Kong. Like, come on.
He lost to what? Super Mario.
He lost to Godzilla.
What's his record right now?
Godzilla fucked him up.
Hey, that's Godzilla,
that was
though.
different.
Whoa, Godzilla fucked him up.
That's Godzilla, though. And it was. There was like
That's
half
your,
and half.
that's your weight class. That's your weight class. That's your weight class.
Yeah,
You lost to your weight class, bro.
Donkey Kong's been over, up in weight versus everybody he fought, and he's lost.
Godzilla won that battle,
Alright,
lost
I'll
the
switch
war.
it up. Donkey Kong or Bowser?
Donkey Kong.
I want my Bowser.
I just don't like Bowser. I can't go with Bowser. I don't like Bowser.
I love Bowser Jr.
Both
so much.
kidnap white women.
What? Wait a second.
What? This has been another episode. They do.
Yeah,
That's
right.
a fact. King Kong murder white
allegedly.
women, Empire State Building. Donkey Kong kidnap Princess Peach.
Oh, we're talking about King Kong. Yeah, okay. Right.
Both kidnap white
Right.
women.
Allegedly.
Bowser.
So allegedly that happened. We
don't
saw
know about
the
the
game.
game.
I played the game.
Damn.
She can go willingly to Bowser. You don't know. All we know is Mario's like, she's over there now. So you know. So she could just walked over there and
Bowser
got
was
some
a
Bowser
side
dick.
piece.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
was about to say she been cheating. That's what it is.
No one gets kidnapped that many times.
Princess Peach been trifling. That's what fucking happened.
You're telling me a princess gets kidnapped like 9 to 18 times?
Yeah.
No. You are a
Shit.
princess. You got security.
You didn't think about it that way, did right
Yeah,
now.
If it happened
All
once,
those
you're like,
video
all right,
games, the
stack of
movies.
computers.
Damn.
So you telling me my whole childhood that Princess Toad was a hoe?
Slut, bro.
Smut? Like, damn.
Princess Peach.
You got Mario, the
new game
fucking
coming out.
friend zone nigga just coming here and saving you.
Friend zone dude.
Yeah.
Who's fucking up random people out of nowhere? Like,
Right?
And you know Luigi's up to
Telling
something.
Bowser, no, we're just friends. We're just
He's just
Damn.
my coworker. He's just,
like, he's obsessed with me.
Luigi's annoyed, like, nigga, yo, why we over here, nigga?
say, yo, we gotta get it
Another
back.
castle, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Come back to my mansion, niggas chilling. Trust me.
King Koopa.
King
you had a
Koopa.
plumber versus a king. I mean, come on.
Come on now.
What you
Yeah,
thinking?
king and a
It's
princess.
a big
work
ass
better.
turtle, bro. I got Mario all day.
That's he's a snapping turtle for anything. I'm all got spikes.
I got Bowser.
Fireball.
Have you seen the movie?
Yeah, I think I got
The
Bowser.
movie.
Great movie. I love
I don't even know what the
Fire,
matchup turned into, but I got Bowser. I don't know.
I got
He seems like he's
Star
up
Mario.
right now.
Star Mario.
Star
Who's
Mario.
fucking with Star Mario?
Is that just cocaine?
That's the Ryan Garcia shit.
ecstasy? She might drink ecstasy.
Yeah.
He talking about Ja Rule earlier. All right. The Incredible Hulk versus Wolverine. Ooh.
Hulk.
Wolverine.
Many times.
Wolverine.
I like them both. I don't know. What happens in the comic?
Many times they fought, but one time he ripped him in half and threw him in 2 different continents. So I'm going with Hulk.
2 different continents?
Well, the thing is, it's good.
Yeah. That is wild.
Give it enough time. He'll be back for round two.
Eventually he'll be back.
He'll be back for round
That's
two.
why I was like, he's not gonna go away.
Yeah, exactly. But then again, neither is Hulk.
Wolverine can't die,
Right.
so that's tough.
Adamantium.
Hulk can't really die either.
That's crazy.
Honestly, I would have said Hulk, but I'm going to say Wolverine because I saw Thanos whoop the fuck out of fucking
They made him look like a little bitch.
That was the best part of
Thanos
the
is-
entire-
Yo,
Because you're like, let's go,
Bro.
let's go. And then he gets
I
Sonny,
forget.
like,
I forget.
Thanos trains MMA.
So, I forget who I was with when I watched the movie. Apologize. I don't know who the fuck I was with. But I remember Lily laughing. Because, we go into the Infinity War, and the first scene, she's like, all right. If you're a Marvel fan, you've been waiting this shit. All right, Infinity War is going to go out. And when I saw Hulk get tapped up, I'm like, oh, Thanos ain't
got
fucking
the
around, guys.
mouthpiece.
I
Walked
think
away.
it pieced the fuck out of this dude like it was nothing.
he was like, you
Yeah,
are on
yeah.
notice now. That's what that was. You are on notice.
That was the most perfect start to a movie I've ever seen in my life. Because they showed you that this villain is not fucking around.
how it's supposed to
Thanos
be.
killed 3 people in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Gods.
God, Stu.
Yeah.
5 minutes. Oh, you know those
Low-key.
characters you've been following for 10 years and you love? That, 10 minutes.
Literally
Gone.
like that.
Yeah, look at that.
I see what you did.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there. All right. Battle of the Midget Comedians.
Excuse me?
I already
more
know.
time?
I could already know.
Cat versus Kevin?
You got Williams on there?
Battle of the Midget Comedians.
Okay.
Cat
Williams.
against Kevin.
Because I know you're not putting Wee
Cat
Man in there.
Williams.
Kevin Hart. Wee Man is hilarious.
Oh, okay.
Kevin Hart or Cat Williams? You know, street
It was
fight.
like five-
I thought you meant legit midget.
Like Wee Man
I was
versus the other
thinking-
guy.
I was
who's
thinking
fucking
some
hilarious.
Brad Williams.
Brad Williams, yeah, that's what I'm
hilarious.
saying.
That's what I was thinking too. I was like,
I
all
was
right.
definitely
I-
thinking-
That's going Wee Man.
I had my
Wee Man is
answer.
hilarious a stand-up.
I had my answer, but now I'm gonna go with Cat Williams.
Okay.
I'm gonna have
Kevin
to
Hart kind of got
agree.
played out.
Here's my thing, right? Kevin Hart went on this whole thing of like this fitness journey and all that kind of stuff, but that was just more like cardio and weightlifting. Cat Williams is over here doing crazy crackhead shit. He made that video where he was like on
Yeah.
a basketball court, on a football field, on a tennis court. It doesn't matter. I'll
Got
take you
beat
over
up by a
everywhere.
kid.
You ran a 4.9.
He did get beat up by that little
Yeah,
kid.
he got beat up by the kid. He
Yeah,
looked
that was like a seventh grader.
Dude.
You also don't want to
also
fight seventh
5 foot tall,
grader.
yeah.
He looked
also
like a
like-
mess, dude.
He got beat up by
I
a
don't know.
seventh
I
grader.
think I'm taking Kevin Hart in a fight.
Oh, are we talking fight or comedy?
A fight.
Fist fight.
Oh,
All these are fist fights.
okay.
Kevin wins the fight.
I still got Cat.
little
You
Cat.
like a
You guys
cat.
are probably
I still
like-
got Cat scrappy, bro. He's got some up his.
That's what he
He's
can
gonna
do.
throw sand.
That's it, man.
Cat is
Gotta go
Cat is
get-
wiry.
Kevin's
where
calling
Kevin's more
security.
compact.
Kevin's calling security. Cat's fucking you
Yeah,
up.
yeah, right.
Cat Williams is fucking him up.
No way.
What? With the pointy
No.
boots? With the pimp boots? He's kicking his ass, bro.
Cat Williams is fucking Kevin Hart up.
Plus one's
Kevin
old.
Hart?
Kevin Hart, yeah, wins.
Have you seen the clips of him like
Are you against me or for me? I'm going Kevin.
I don't know what side we're
I'm
on.
going Kevin?
Oh, what the fuck you asking me for?
I don't
I'm
know.
going Cat. I'm going Cat.
Eye view. I
it's
right
funny.
there. So I just started looking that way.
If I had to guess who went through more hood fights as a non-celebrity,
Cat Williams.
it's Cat Williams.
Cat Williams.
No,
Easy.
honestly, I would say that, but just off the strength of that one clip of him fighting that seventh grader.
You can't, bro.
We saw him
fight.
literally
Yeah.
lose a fight to
Yeah,
a kid.
But
yeah.
you also don't want to see me the guy beating up kids.
You also don't want
Yeah.
to like, bro. What was it? He was gonna fuck up a seventh grader? You're going to jail, bro.
On school
Bro,
property?
but don't get taken down to the ground like that.
I don't agree with it.
He was out of breath. He was trying.
away.
I wouldn't make the right decision. Listen, I'm a very nice 806 host. If you come up to me, I'll say what's up. I'll say thank you. It happened to me this week when I was at the club. Thank you, whoever came up to me and said you love the show. If you're seventh
shout out
grade,
you
you come
guys.
at me. I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm sorry. I'm not media trained.
45.
The Vibe Entertainment didn't give us no media training. We're wild as fuck. Well, fuck y'all niggas up if you come up to us.
You'll get more views though, I bet.
I bet I will.
Yeah.
I bet I will.
You could get them when you're out of jail, you know? See, oh, we got that many? Nice.
Why don't take over as that host? Like, listen, I'm gonna be out. Absolutely.
Said he's gonna
Oh,
throw
yeah.
sand
So am I.
and shit.
He got the,
So am I.
Oh, yeah.
He got the brass knuckles. You know he
So am
had
I.
it.
Yeah.
On him. all
Do
the
you
time.
think you're
You
gonna
might
get
have
a
the nunchuck- the
serious?
nunchucks.
Oh, yeah, he
seems like
got
he's
He's not
everything.
pulling out a
dude.
regular weapon. It's not
Yeah,
just some
yeah,
but like,
yeah,
It could be Money Mike with the.
right.
Oh yeah, the blow.
Switchblade?
Yeah,
Some group fights, right?
group fights.
Ooh, Ninja Turtles against the Power Rangers.
Teenage.
No powers.
Man.
That was
No
also a great
powers?
episode.
TMNT.
Straight hands.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
weapons.
Ninja Turtles.
They were the Ninja
Without the
Turtles.
Without the powers, you said?
Wait, what powers do they even have?
Who?
Power Rangers.
Power Rangers? The whole suit is power.
They had like
It's
the
super
weird,
strength,
You don't
speed,
remember
all
them
that
as
shit.
high schoolers? They're just high schoolers,
They're
and
normal
then
ass
they
kids.
change into their
No,
costume.
right, but I
Yeah,
thought
but-
they were just like good at
No,
fucking karate.
only two of them did like martial arts.
Yeah, they had like
Oh, no,
sets
no,
of
no.
them.
Nobody like shot
What was the
blast
cheerleader?
out of their hands.
I actually started this series not long ago, and I saw it all like that.
Oh, you went back to the-
Yeah, one of them was it Jason? He was
Yes.
the martial artist.
Yes.
and then they picked their crew, and then they got transformed to what's the
Zordon got you.
Yeah, and they gave him the power.
And I still get Ninja Turtles.
Only like
Yeah.
3 of them can actually fight. The right, like
Yeah, right.
Kimberly's a cheerleader.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Billy's just a
Billy's a nerd.
yeah.
they
He
don't
does the
really-
tech stuff.
If you take away the powers, that's just a nerd in the corner.
If you go through like the
Billy
different
definitely.
like iterations of Power Rangers, there are some that they're like, oh no, these are like trained fighters. And stuff like that.
Yeah, someone
yeah,
like
right.
a military team.
But if we're
is
going
different.
with like Mighty Morphin, you know what I mean?
Mighty
Yeah,
Morphin's
yeah,
the only
the
one that
original.
matters.
Yeah, you got to go with the standard.
I go with the
and
Turtles.
TMNT.
As a
Turtles count
question,
it off.
Turtles.
Obviously, we're a little older in age compared to maybe some of our fans that we're watching.
Probably.
So when I say Power Rangers, I wonder who they think of. Because I think Mighty Morphin
I
right
think-
away.
I
That's the
think
only Power
a
Ranger me.
lot of people think of Mighty Morphin, but I feel like you grow up, you watch it. Like for example, me growing up, I've seen like 6 different types of Power
Yeah,
Rangers.
so who do you
Yeah.
think of Power
I
Rangers?
think of Mighty Morphin still.
Okay,
'cause
okay.
like,
White, red, green, Jason, Tommy.
Yeah.
All those guys.
They also get-
after us.
They get brought in. Like they also, because they're known as like the OGs. Like you'll
Yeah.
see, like they'll have them come in other episodes, and then they'll have random ones where they'll be like, "It's all the Red Rangers," or they'll be like, "These are all
Forever
the Power
Red.
Rangers
Forever
ever of
Yeah.
all time."
Josh
Right.
Smith shooting that jumper.
Yeah.
There's like a bunch
Right.
of
They're all
red
there.
Power Rangers behind
It's
us.
sick, bro.
What's crazy? If you ask my son, it's Dino Fury. That's his Power Ranger.
Dino Fury.
It's
wow.
For me, Mighty Morphin.
I got Mighty
Mighty
Morphin
Morphin.
Calls me
will
old for
always
that,
be
though.
Mighty
it,
Morphin.
but like the second one that I remember watching first, Ninja Storm. Ninja Storm is for
Wait,
sure.
that-
like-
That's such a crazy
All
jump.
right,
too.
so
The
Yeah.
four.
Here's,
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
here's the thing. If you really think about it, you take away their powers. These turtles back on their fours, walking on
Are
fours.
they a little bit big?
Yeah, right. Are they just turtles?
Is the ooze power?
They got powers. Hold on. You're right.
I think
That's a
both
good
sides
question. That's a good
should
question.
have
They're still ninjas.
I just keep picking them up, throwing them into the water.
Not like that.
Maslow too. Like, all right, flick.
You're free now.
It's like I could just step on these.
There was an episode that the Power Rangers fought the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
No way, huh?
But it was like, like always, whip each other's ass and like, oh wait, we're on the same side.
right.
like,
So, if
4
you were
against 7?
in my age, I don't know, Juan, if you watch when nothing in the world gave you more stress as a child than when Tommy showed up and stressed the fuck out of your life and fucked these Power Rangers up for 4 episodes, bro.
3. This is 4.
That Green Ranger was giving us hell for 4 episodes,
The
bro.
problem, bro.
Bro, that nigga was
remember
fucking
that.
us up.
He jumped into their Zord, whooped all their ass, threw them out. I'm like, dude, that's fucked up, bro. We're top.
Yeah,
This is not a safe place.
Yeah, it was hurtful, yeah.
So you know how,
Legit,
you know how, spoiler alert, you know, Infinity War, we all lose at the end.
Yep.
That was our Infinity War, bro. When
That's
Green
insane.
Saint, Green Ranger
Yeah, that
just
was
fucked
a
us all
rough
up.
one.
Me growing up watching
Yeah.
him, he was known as the guy who was like the
Oh, bro.
mythical ranger that would come.
Tommy.
out.
Yes.
Yeah, like he. Well, that's the thing
Different
is that he
colors.
would just show up,
that
White
nigga
Ranger
pulled
and
up.
stuff like that. Like
So when we get to the Power Rangers, like, all
Green
right,
Ranger
Power
as
Rangers
well.
always win. We always fuck up. Green Ranger showed up. Oh shit. Green Ranger was my favorite.
Damn.
He's the best. Tommy's the best. Period.
Tommy's the
I,
best. Rest in peace.
if you ask me at 5 years old or 6, 7,
Okay.
what's my favorite color? It would have been green because of the Green Ranger.
I liked Zach.
Okay,
Black
Zach
Ranger.
Which
That
is
was my
what his
favorite.
favorite.
He was breakdancing.
That was my favorite growing up.
Worst hairline
Yeah.
in history, bro.
So cool.
He had finger missing and no one knows.
Yeah, we had the same hairline, so it was like,
Gotcha.
Which finger was missing?
It was literally like the ring finger.
no way, huh?
And he literally,
I'm gonna have to go watch
Yeah, I was
that.
gonna
Dude,
say, I wonder if they got
when
a
I
body
saw
shot
that,
to notice this shit.
because someone posted like, hey, y'all never noticed you're missing a finger? I'm like,
No,
no,
he's
we didn't.
kicking people in
so
the
I
face.
look back at it. He's missing a fucking finger in episode 1. I'm like, yo, he literally had no
Damn.
finger.
Never had
They
one.
had a
Last but not least.
playing the Holden scene.
Yeah, hold on, like, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
And now how the fuck he's been holding the morphine shit? Like
This.
all right. Last one.
Got it.
Dana White
Okay.
verse
Oh no, you
Oh,
can't.
I got
Tito
it. I already know.
Be careful.
Joe Rogan.
Oh, thank God.
Joe Rogan.
Joe.
I thought you were
Joe.
gonna mention a certain owner or former owner of a big company that they just merged.
Oh,
with
Vince
that-
McMahon?
Oh, who? Like, I don't know about.
First of all,
Careful.
Vince McMahon
No,
on
roids?
I'm not. I don't know if
Yeah.
I'm allowed to say Vince yet.
They're in a lot of trouble over there.
He's in a lot of trouble.
Vince is allowed.
Vince in a lot of trouble.
Bro, they blur.
Yeah.
Bro, they blurred him out of the video game. In the new 2K24, they blurred him out in some of the things.
Yeah, you know how
Awesome.
many wrestlers are gonna come out in the next couple of years, though.
So
bad.
Yes. They're
So
already coming out.
Documentaries, dude. Oh,
Everybody
Joe
knew
Rogan.
the fuckery that was going on behind
Joe.
the scenes.
Yeah.
And fucking, there's no way this is no like.
You want to talk about high kick and all that? You need to see the clip of Joe Rogan teaching like GSP his spinning heel kick. Like
I saw
that is
that.
Sounds like a shotgun.
Yeah.
insane. He
hits
moves so
hard.
Wait, because he's a Taekwondo champion. Like he
Yeah.
did Taekwondo like growing up before he got into pool and comedy. That was his his fighting
Yeah,
experience.
right.
That's that. So he got into all the other stuff, and that's how he's a commentator. But he did fight just Taekwondo specifically.
And
but
keep people hard.
Jesus,
Joe
that'd be
Rogan
wild.
over
But
Dana
Vince
White.
McMahon did
Yeah.
steroids
Easy.
like all the other
Dana White's doing
wrestlers.
some weird stuff where he's now real physically
Got
fit.
jacked.
I feel
Yeah,
like
right.
That's a
Listen,
different.
Yeah,
Stone
right.
Cold.
Joe- boxing,
Listen,
didn't he?
Vince
That's-
McMahon
yeah,
fought
yeah.
Stone Cold at
Scripted.
WrestleMania.
So it is scripted.
Yeah, but I seen
Two
him
of the
blow
same
out both of
guys.
his hamstrings trying to get into a ring. So I
Yes.
don't really.
That's not his fault.
Yes, it was.
He got into the ring. What do you mean that's not his fault?
He slid in the
That's not
ring,
his fault.
popped both her
That's
hands.
not his fault.
That was so
Vince,
fun.
For real, I don't
Yeah,
know.
but
Yeah, there's a it's weird because he tries to
That's
do
right,
boxing
dude.
and it's a whole thing. He gets into the ring, immediately blows out both of his hamstrings and falls to the ground. So he's just sitting on the floor like yelling at the wrestlers to do something.
I actually know exactly what
His
it
legs are shot. Like he
It
cannot
was.
move.
It was like
You
Batista
gotta respect
versus
John
John
Cena.
Cena.
They both fell
and
out.
they fucked it up.
Yep.
One was supposed to win, so they like he ran into like I'm gonna change, pulled everything off.
Do you enjoy that part of wrestling that you kind of know the behind the scenes now?
yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoy it a little bit because now I was like, all right,
It's a movie script.
I understand.
Yeah,
like, this is for
understand the show.
entertainment.
Yeah.
Like I understand this is not real.
It still
Unfortunately, there's a
hurts.
bunch of like Marvel movies. Like I understand. No, all like geek shit.
Yeah.
Nerd
Sorry,
gods,
Nerd
sorry,
Gods.
Nerd
Sorry.
gods.
Shout out to Nerd Gods. Sorry.
Shout out Nerd Gods.
Shout out,
But
New
like,
episode out.
like what annoys me about these nerds. Sorry, I use that term with love. Is that like, just let us watch it for entertainment. Stop breaking it down to be like, this is nothing like the original. Da 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 da. Like, bro, it's
True.
It's just like
You just break it down.
I watched.
after.
I watched the last Airbender this week because I was sick at home
Avatar.
all week. Avatar,
last
and that was dope. And I was in my head, I was like, I'm glad I didn't watch the cartoon because it would have shaped my opinion on shit. Like I enjoy the Halo show. Everybody who likes Halo hates it because apparently it's nothing like the fucking video game.
This
Like,
guy right here has thoughts.
I don't give a fuck. It's still a show, bro. Like you just gotta like
Enjoy the show.
separate the two of you. You nerds need to relax. That's what I'm saying. You nerds need to
Take it
relax.
for what it is.
And
Too
just like
too hard. to
so like
critics.
we get like I get it. We all have a lot of knowledge because of YouTube and the internet, and they can tell us everything that's how the story's supposed to go. But
Can't go. That's
let
it.
us enjoy the show. This is at the end. It's
That's it.
entertainment. You
Yeah.
know
It's
what I mean?
only
So don't
entertainment.
tell me like, oh, in fucking Marvel's episode 3 in the cartoon they did it this way. Why didn't the movie did it this way?
Right,
Because
right.
it's a fucking movie, bro. Like, shut up. Y'all piss me off, you fucking. That's why the fucking picked at you at lunch. Shut the fuck up. Y'all annoy the fuck out of me. Let me watch and entertain.
If
Right,
you like
nice
that,
bullet.
you,
Shut up,
you
Cole.
should read the book.
yeah.
Hey, people hate you with that all the time.
Oh,
Yo, the movie's
book
great.
did this.
I don't
book
even
is
I
like
don't
way
give
the
a
movie.
fuck.
The book was way better.
The book's always better, but
it's
no
not-
one
so
wants to do that.
At the end of
I've
the day-
actually read a book that's been better than the movie.
I bet.
Because you can't consolidate what, like
Yeah, it's a
18
2
hours
hour-
of
yeah,
reading
2 hour
to
movie,
2 hour
2 hours.
movies. Like,
But it's
Research.
not the same thing. People hate you with that. Like, I don't like
Always.
the movie. The
Getting
book's
ready
way
to
better.
watch Dune 2, I decided to watch Dune 1. I've never seen Dune before, and I was like, oh, this movie's pretty cool. And then
Like,
my friends
which-
were like,
which
listen,
one?
the newest version
Okay,
of Dune,
yeah.
so like the 2021 version.
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yep.
So then don't know anything about Dune. Big sci-fi dude. Like I like Star Wars and all that other stuff. Like I'm big into like all that kind of stuff that I guess Dune birthed that.
Yes.
stuff.
Yeah.
So then I was like, all right, cool. Then my friends were like, yeah, you got to check this out. And then he gave me the lore. It's like books like this thick. There's
Yup.
like wiki pages for
It's like,
miles.
you don't need
and I'm
that.
like,
I just want to have fun and watch
Right.
the movie.
I watched
Yeah, enjoy
the
it.
movie was
So-
2.5, almost
So
3 hours long.
we're getting lost with the internet. It provides us this information because you got a lot of background now that we didn't get. Like maybe when like 91 or 89 Batman came out, you don't have the lore unless you're a really comic book geek. But I miss that I can just enjoy a movie for
can still do
the
that.
movie. Like
Yeah.
you can still do that if you want to.
I do, but like, a lot of people like when a movie comes out, oh, it doesn't fit the Marvel timeline. This is weird against it. I'm like, bro, why don't you just enjoy the movie for what it is?
Because everybody wants to be right. That's what it is at the end of the day. They always want to be the ones to be like, I knew they were going to do this before. Da, 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 da. Like, it's just like, for what, though? You know what I mean? Like, I have a buddy of mine that literally wants to watch everything before it comes out because he wants to be the first one to know. Like, he just wants to know before anybody else
He's a
does.
big bootleg guy. Like,
I'm not going to say that out loud. Like, he watches...
Allegedly.
He watches stuff...
Shout out to
He's
FBI.
like,
way
pulls up at barbershops.
that beating Mo Salah.
Bootlegs.
Ray Davis.
He's the dude at Tipico with the duffel bag that has the bootleg DVDs.
My bad.
They got Rush Hour.
That's
Rush Hour 5.
You be watching some people be getting up in the middle, walking by. Like,
I
what is
guess.
this?
Yeah, guys' arms in the way.
We're in a social media time where everybody has an opinion, unfortunately,
Yeah.
whether it's
No
valid
matter
or not.
what.
And
But
everybody
I
just
miss
has a microphone.
watching
am I right?
movies
Like
for
memes just to make-
entertainment
Yeah.
and not be like,
Trolls.
oh, this should have been this. Oh, in the comic book they did this. They should have. They fucked up this. They hired. I'm like, bro, was it a good movie?
I enjoy the whatever it is for what it is.
Yeah.
I know you know everything.
And also, I don't
But
I'm grown
put them
enough to
together.
know I might not be the audience they were going for.
Yeah,
Yeah, right. You
I'll
either
say
like it or you don't. Like, yeah.
that's it.
I'll say this though with certain things, the fanfare has to be there. Like if it's something that's real big that you're gonna make like an adaptation of, like if it's like a show, like for example Avatar, you gotta have certain things in there.
Listen, I
for
didn't
the
watch a lot of the
fans.
To
show,
relate.
but
to
I knew of it.
what
I think,
Sure.
I think the
gained from it,
Airbender did a very good job.
That's what I haven't
I
seen
don't
it
know,
yet, but
Josh.
that's what I keep being told.
I don't know what your opinion is. 'cause
Movie was booty cheeks ass crack.
I walked
talk
out of
about
that
the
one.
movie.
Wait, Moody was horrible. Animated show was up to here. This show that they just made live action was way better than the movie, but just not as good as the show because
Yes.
you can't put 22 episodes a season into 8 and
Yeah.
feel like it's same. It's not. They cut some out.
You also got to be an adult
Segue.
enough to realize that
Beautiful.
like this. That's how
Yeah,
movies
it
work.
worked. They for what they
I had a
had,
good time.
it worked beautiful.
Yeah, work
I had a
out.
good time.
Yeah.
All right.
It's expensive.
Shout outs.
Shout out.
Shout out Vibe Entertainment.
Shout out Nerd Gods.
Shout out Nerd Gods.
Shout out.
Shout out Gem Alchemist.
Shout out Mantis Boxing.
Mantis Boxing.
We're gonna do a time where like we all go in there with the cameras and we work it out.
For sure.
Well, we'll work
Always
that out.
invited. Hell yeah.
On a Tuesday night or something like that, we'll do that. That'd be a nice little video.
Shout out Hongas.
Shout out
I've been
Hongas.
working on this Chinese food list. I want recommendations.
Listen.
I got a couple.
Listen,
Let's go.
I got a big
Sushi spot.
list.
so I have nothing to do with the Chinese food show.
I do.
These three men are the guys leading the Chinese food show.
After the fight, you're coming through. Once
Yeah.
you don't get that weight cut no more.
We'll go for lunch. at-
These guys are on my ass. They're gonna do the show. The minute I have something, we'll put it out for y'all. But I have very faith that these guys are gonna put on a good show, and we're working on it. So the Chinese food tour, I guess, whatever the fuck I don't know what y'all called it yet.
We'll figure it
But
out.
it's coming. It's coming.
Right.
What else is coming? That's a good time. What else is coming?
Obviously
Heat
it's
check
fine.
will be coming next week.
Heat check.
Let's
Pepe
get
Picante.
it.
Good heat check
Picante.
episode. We haven't had a heat check episode.
It's gonna be
Matt, after you
like
do
hot
your
wings?
fight, how are you with hot wings and hot sauce?
Oh,
Me neither. Me neither.
I would do it,
That's
though.
why.
That's all that matters.
well, my wife's Cambodian.
Oh,
family loves
that
hot
works.
stuff.
That works.
And every time they offer
we'll do
me
a couples
something,
fight.
her mom laughs. She's like, "Watch."
That'd be a good
And
one.
I don't
That'd be a
even.
good one.
We'll do a couples one if we needed to.
Hey, you and yours, but you and yours. Just get it.
I don't know why I got brought
Hey,
into that. but,
couples.
You got a wife too, motherfucker.
She ain't gonna do it. I know she ain't gonna do it.
They laugh at me because I
Everybody
can't take the heat.
You got a girl too, motherfucker.
Yeah,
But at the same time, it's definitely a good time. I've done it like 6 to 8 times.
I would do it for fun, dude.
It is hilarious.
Hell yeah.
and
It's like
fun.
it's like
It's like a game show.
Listen,
You
I
play.
got my
yeah.
W. I'm walking away a champion.
You're coming back.
And who
We're
knows,
working
if we do
on
the
it.
championship rounds. I come
I
back.
never win
We're
the
coming
dessert
back.
stuff.
I definitely think you didn't have
I
one.
went 3-0.
Hell yeah.
0-3.
0-3.
Sorry.
All right, shout outs. Clean
out.
Cut Studios,
Yes, sir. Shout out.
Royal Blend.
Absolutely.
Shout
Prolific
out
barbershop.
P2P.
P2P. Shout out Koki.
Coming real soon.
Brewing.
So as you know, usually around this time, Koki makes his return. So we'll have him back real soon. I haven't talked to him yet. He's my guy, so I'll hit him up.
Yes, sir,
And
yes,
I'm
sir,
sure
yes,
I'll
sir.
have him soon.
I should have donated too.
Shout outs.
To help
Make sure you
out.
donate
Yeah.
to the referee
Oh,
with
yeah.
the refund.
Absolutely.
So they're literally asking for $2, man.
Yeah.
Cash app them $2 to $5. Pay the referees for the year.
Bam. Good.
Have a
Not
good
bad.
time.
Hell yeah.
So shout out first of all you for
Yeah.
joining us.
For sure. Hell yeah.
Seeing what you got.
Yeah. So first of all, shout out to my wife Tita, my two
Shout out.
kids, Scarlett and Aubrey. You know,
out
they're
the
my
family.
rock. Like they keep
Absolutely.
me balanced. Give me that drive, like I said. So they hold it down completely. Shout out to my sponsors, Nutre Meals. They're nationwide. They have a shop in Peabody too. They're providing me with the meal plans that I need.
Okay.
So
Don't
I've
like
been
meal
get-
prep and stuff?
Yeah, so I've been
Okay,
getting
okay.
meals all week from them.
Okay,
Every
bro.
week they deliver it right to my door. And you get to pick it by like calories, like what your goal is.
Yeah.
You get to
That's
kind
dope.
of
That
pick
makes
it.
it so much
So
easier.
then you get to pick your meals off of that too.
That's dope.
So for your first meal as a new customer, you can get 40% off using promo code Mantis. Shout out to them.
Shout out to
They
that.
been
Shout out to that.
Yeah,
Mantis.
new
Promo
trade
code
meals.
I'm gonna do that.
Also, Temprise, Sam Teak Beverly, Moby Cuts in Beverly, Elite Gutters in Salem.
Okay.
Love at First Light. That's a candle. They make
beautiful.
candles. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
such a
That's
clever,
great.
yo, that's such a clever name.
Love at First Light. Always
That's
ready
a clever
for a
name.
gift.
I got that.
Um,
Good
and-
marketing.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
And just the tip, pool.
Okay.
Pool stick. Pool stick repairs.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a clever name as well.
Temprise is cooling and heating. So,
Okay, that's
so
dope.
HVAC company.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
Sam
okay.
Teak Beverly. They have all like odds and ends kind of stuff.
All right, cool.
So they sell some cool stuff. Moby Cuts, obviously, it's a
Cut,
barber. And Elite Gutters, they do anything from
That's dope. Shout out to them.
yeah, all kinds of stuff.
All right. And before you leave, give all your information on the fight coming up, where to find you for tickets, the date, the venue, and all that.
Hell yeah! So
Camera's right there.
So March 23rd, I'm fighting at Bally's Twin River Casino. It's going to be for the New England lightweight title, fighting Kevin Walsh, 11-0. If you want tickets, I have general admission left. They're going quick, so get to me for them. $60 a ticket. Come support me.
Absolutely. Let's get it.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Man,
Thank
you
you for
already,
coming.
you already know. You're always welcome, 806. I'm glad you hit us up. And
Yeah, appreciate you guys.
for
You
sure.
guys are
Absolutely.
awesome. You run a
Anybody
good
who
show.
wants to hit us up,
it, man.
and
Thank
you
you. Hell yeah.
in Salem is family to us.
Yeah.
So you hit us up. Matt did it the right. And a lot of people are like, you haven't hit me up yet. Do it the right way. You hit me up and you say, this is what I want to do and this is how I want to promote, and I'll work with you.
Right? Especially if it's sports related. It's easy when it's sports
Easy.
related.
It's easy. How,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right.
I heard real quick. Yo, man, I almost want to be on the show. All right, clutch. I found a date real fast. We'll make it work. You contact me, we'll make it work. We're all about making sure Salem and all his residents, past, future, and present, are showcased. And also the North Shore area. I'm not
for
forgetting Lynn, Peabody, Beverly, Marblehead, all those towns. So you hit us up. We got your love. And we appreciate. We're looking forward to Matt fucking this dude up. It's what we're looking forward to.
Let's get it.
Let's go.
I seen this man almost
yeah.
die on the fucking on the fucking almost at court. In the ring, in the ring. I was going with it. Come on, y'all see me drinking the whole time.
Oh, it means that you find like a courthouse laughing. Like, what are you saying?
Wait,
Fought in court.
Real
you're like,
thing.
oh,
I know
shit.
back we used to have a job, literally 3/4 of me, and like,
right there.
and this motherfucker was working out before that, and we're just like, what is this motherfucker working out for? I'm just answering phone calls, like, yeah, just fucking around drinking. But glad we have him back, and glad I can,
Yeah.
definitely support your what you're doing and have our platform help you.
Appreciate you guys.
As
No, same.
in
man.
return, you know what I mean? All your fans get to watch us. So we want to thank Matt for coming through. We wish you the best in this fight. We have no doubt you're
Thank
going to
you, thank
handle
you.
fucking business.
Get it.
Come through as
Yeah.
a champ.
Thank you.
Big shout out to Matt the Mantis coming through.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Juan, our MMA correspondent. He'll be back for the next. Would be
Forever.
UFC 300, right?
UFC 300, the big 300.
300 coming back. We'll see
300.
who's joining. Might be Ari, might be Josh, might be me.
Might be who?
Probably won't be me because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But RG co-host, Sage's co-host, I'm Melly Mel. We'll see y'all next week. Please, 806 the show. Peace.
Salud.
Salud.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Fire.
806 The Show is a proud member of the Vibe Entertainment family, so make sure you follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, as well as Facebook and the Gram. Leave us some comments, hit us with some likes, show us some love. You already know. It's 806 The Show.
806 the show, Take that. 806 the show.